totally did not just wake up. Hold on, give me a second. Ow, got this blinding. Alrighty. Technically, the reason I was just taking a nap. It's nothing that bad. Okay. Today. Let's see. Sound setting, BGM, master volume. Okay, so basically I was taking a nap and kind of slept through my alarm. Woke, was like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, and then ran to my computer to log in. Okay. Hi, Henty. Hi, Vicky. Congrats on getting first, Vicky. How is everyone today? Work was honestly the same as always. We chilled. We did things. And now we're just waiting on community to get on, and then we're gonna run a quick alliance daily, and then we're gonna start finally getting started with the story for Shadowbringers. If you aren't aware of what's going on, I started actually getting back into Final Fantasy 14 maybe 3 to 4 months ago, and I've been playing with a lot of friends, been enjoying it. But lately I haven't had the time to jump in and explore again and have fun. So I finally made the decision to sit down, dedicate to it, and do my level best to eventually get through the story. That may take a very, very long time, but eventually I'll get through there. Right now, what we're trying to do is pick up some stuff for the event and then get started. If you don't know what's going on, I mean, think of it this way, right? You're going to sit here and you're going to watch hot anime men and women go fight hot men and women, hot anime men and women. Everyone in this game is hot. It's just how it is. And what's better than just seeing hot anime people go at it? That actually came out really wrong. That came out very, very wrong. Your definition of hot may be different than mine. I actually think there's someone in this game who you would be right up your alley, Vicky. Right up your alley. I just do not remember their name. Man, straight up like Asterion, but a little more Joker in him. All right, let's see. I currently have 76. We need 100 for the Fat Cat Parasol. And then, other than that, everything else can be bought or obtained. Hi, Farhana. How are you? Ow, Jesus fuck. Ow. Hi, Kamini. Pausing the grind. Yeah, so because we hit platinum, we're currently placed, I think, like... I was gonna say, I think we're currently placed, like 8th or 10th. So I'm fairly confident we'll be okay for at least the next 2 or 3 days of eliminations. So I needed to take a quick break from TFT. I was just like, my brain, trying to stream TFT and trying to be entertaining while also doing my best to think strategically is so difficult. All right, so assuming Kamini's in here, let's see. Friend list.
Cynical daddy uwu slither into my DMs ara.
No, Briar. No, Briar. The reason it's not a BG3 stream is I was a little bit wary of BG3 right now because of how unstable it was last time we tried it. So I've got it scheduled for Friday, but even Friday might be changed around because of a potential collab. But also, how are you, Briar? I do want to finish up BG3, but it's not like BG3 has a time expiration either, so we'll see. All right, Kamini, you ready? Let's see. Let's queue up for Alliance raids, and we'll be good to go. Brain's still scrambled, but I'm here. I'm doing things. How do I do a ready check again? I don't remember how to do a ready check. Well, we're just gonna jump into it. Yes. Okay, I see. Thank you, Kamini. That's good to know. My brain is very much scrambled, Briar. Like I woke up, I was just like, I could stream TFT, but my brain be too small and too slow to really think clearly. I do want to get to Carlock's pants ASAP, but the game doesn't want me to get into Carlock's pants ASAP. I'm actually starting to wonder if we actually were supposed to have the romantic cutscene playthrough that one night when the demon lady appeared, and the game bugged out because of that. I am wondering if that is what is happening, and that is what's preventing us from continuing any further with Carlock's romance. Wait, Kamini, why are you so mad? Why are you so mad? I had the new pen in my hand. I'm gonna grab my old tablet pen. Oh no, did it disappear into the back rooms? Is it lost to the back rooms? Not like this. Oh no. And now you don't remember which one is the old one? Yep. Anytime, Kamini, anytime. Anytime. I do my level best to be always helpful. Ow. What time did I sleep last night? 5 a.m.? Yeah, Mr. Math, I figured you get like a lot of nostalgia from this game. There's like so many classic tunes. Yeah, like literally this entire raid is just based on Final Fantasy Tactics, and I was like, oh, I kind of hope Mr. Math turns up for this. Oh god, how do I play again? It's been so long, I'm just like, wait, what do I do? What do I do? Oh shit. What'd I do? Hopefully Souls will join us too. Ooh. Oh god, it's been a while. It has been eons. Even I don't have this raid unlocked? Wait, really? Isn't this... This is a Stormblood, Moo. You don't have it unlocked? Oh shit. Oh wait, no, that's it's not an indicator. Not required? Oh. Game might be a little bit too loud. Crystal Tower wasn't either. Until... Oh, yeah. So I do know a little bit about why Crystal Tower was required. So that makes sense. You know what? Mr. Tank, let me shield you. Oh shit, I didn't even realize there's a... Am I supposed to kill this? Take it from me. Take it from what? I have no idea what you're talking about. I've never ran this before, I think. Or if I did, I think I just got carried through it. Technically, I have them all unlocked. Haven't done all of them. Oh, I mean, that's fair. I should do what everyone else does and turn off my allies' casting animations because I can't see shit. Had aggro. Oh, that's my bad. That is my bad indeed. I was not paying attention to my hotbar. Okay, what do we go for this? This looks like it's gonna hurt. Ow. I think you just need more summoners to bounce all the other summoners. Yeah, we should always kill ads usually, but I was like wondering why no one was attacking that one, so I was super confused. Mateus the Corrupt, the Esper that BDSM does shameless to himself to try and not punch God. What? What are you on about? Oh shit, hold on. Okay, let's do this. Okay, there we go. Least grit. Move to there. Okay. Stand in bubbles at 3 stacks. Got it. Where are my stacks? Oh shit. Come here, you. Come here, frogs. Okay. Thank you, Kamini. Let me turn off grit.
I'm debating on which spam caller stories I should use Thor for today.
Oh no. The Esper Matthias from FF12, that's his backstory. He kidnapped a shamaness. What? What the bloody hell? I need a rescue on knock cooldown. Hey, look. Look, I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure it'll be fine. I saw a poster today that said, "Have you seen my cat?" So I called the number, said I didn't. So I like to help where I can. You know, I don't even know how to respond to that, really. I do not know how to respond to that. That is a thing indeed. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. That sounds wild to me. I have never heard anything like that before. There's a lot of chocobos, huh? Just gonna keep AoEing. Somebody is gonna have to teach me later how to do the thing where I can turn off people's animations, because yeah, I forgot how I can literally see nothing. I love that chocobo. There's just something so ridiculous about a chocobo just summoning a nuke and just going, "Fuck you." Come on, like, right? Like, usually in games, chocobo are presented as, oh, these are just birds that give you transportation. And this was like the one game where it's like, hey, so there's a bird that can just straight up summon meteor on you. Get fucked. But yeah, I think Moo, like, I've been trying to just get all of my content in, so I started doing this to try and unlock all the raid stuff. If anything else, just to give me more options also. Oh shit, I'm gonna take that. No, I'm not. Okay, tank is still going at it. Do we need to get behind the pillar? Oh, we need to stay away from it. Wait, I see it. I get it. Got it. Wow, a lot of people died in that one. But weirdly, all the tanks are still alive. That is unusual for me. Okay, people are dying like flies. Keep an eye out. This is usually where ads start appearing. Ow. Do we just take that out? I'm so confused. What did I just get pulled back, Kamini? What did I do wrong? All right, which way are you breaking the pillar this time? People are dumb? Ah. You don't like just running World of Darkness? No! Who enjoys running World of Darkness, for crying out loud? It's so boring. It's so boring. And jump in. Oh shit. Which way is that going? Okay, it's not going anywhere. Moo. Just holds of hand. Oh man. Okay, I don't like this. Look, is that AoE? Do I need a tank? Not yet. Alright, don't need a tank yet. I can feel Kamini like stressing, going like, John, don't walk into the AoE. Don't walk into the AoE. But yeah, I think I have learned to like Final Fantasy as an MMO far more than other MMOs, just purely because there's so many different mechanics involved in it. Whereas a lot of other MMOs is all about just like, hey, how fast and how hard can you hit the boss? I'm just like, that's no fun. Make me think. Make me do weird things. Every day. You're wiping in World of Darkness? How? What happened? Okay, let that destroy. Hit it harder and faster. Okay. Oh shit. Well, this is not a good place to be. Whee! Up. Run! 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 Flee for your lives! Run like the little hobbits! And jump back in. People is what happens. I actually wiped in, what is it? I actually had my first wipe in Dunskaith a couple days ago. Never had that happen before. It was so weird. Okay, anything I need to keep an eye on? Not yet. What the hell are those?
John wipes back to front.
Back to front. Why would you do that? What ungodly action are you suggesting right now, Briar? That didn't look good. What the hell was that? Can I shield him in time? Not in time. Oh. Oh boy, this looks like it's gonna hurt me. Release grit. How dare, only proper way is front to back. I don't even know this conversation is going anymore. I feel like it's not safe for me to participate in this conversation. Oh fuck, not this shit. All right, well. Oh, hey. Hi, Mr. Sphere. How are you? What are you? How do I kill you? Honestly, our healers are doing like massive overtime right now. Our healers are putting everything they've got into keeping this raid alive. Ow.
50% of people stand to wipe, and the other 50% don't know the first 50% exist.
Say what? Do I need a tank? I don't need a tank yet. Don't need a tank yet. Focus on you. I feel for the healer sucks when people don't know what to do. Hi, I'm people. I don't know what to do. Hi. Let's see. All right, where are these two pillars going this time? Oh, fuckity bunkies. Stay away from that. I think here should be safe. Ow. I need to step away from the tank. What am I? Okay, he's going that way. Step away. I think I almost walked back into that. The healers are dying themselves. Yeah. Enjoy your lurk, Vicky. Stay safe, all right? Oh, God. Okay, we got it. That was a little bonkers. Just a little bit. Let me turn up the music a little bit. It's okay. Alliance raids can be difficult, especially if somehow... Which I think is happening a lot, mostly because... What is it? Because of the events. People are like, oh, I gotta farm raids now. And then they start farming everything. So now they are just getting a whole bunch of alliance raids. And I think some of the older veterans haven't run some of these older raids in a long time. So when they get in, there's new mechanics and everything.
Whisper conducted a survey of 100 people, split equally between men and women.
On all to
Polling them
grind.
on their sitter stand preference, we found that 79% of respondents were sitters, and only 21% stand up to wipe.
Oops. Shit, walked into that. Wait, I thought I was doing okay. Was I not doing okay as a committee? Was I getting rescued the whole time and I didn't realize? Oh shit. This is gonna hurt. I was doing okay and now I'm doing badly. Just gonna eat like every single AoE that I can get hit with. Just depends on the group. Yeah. I'm glad you are amused, Briar. I'm so happy for you. Gotta figure out how to hide lights in the pond so it glows. Don't you just need waterproof lighting? LEDs usually should be able to do that. Whee! Whee! Boom. Oh, she's playing Minecraft. Got it. That explains a lot. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't absorb any of the information Briar was telling me because I was like, must stay alive, must stay alive, must not let people have to res me. Must not make people responsible for having to res me. Whee! Bum 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 ba 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 ba. What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? What do we do?
Joan Yuan, do you know how much a large Wingstop lemon pepper fry is?
What is a lemon pepper fry? And no, I do not. They put lemon pepper on their French fries? Is that literally all it is? It's just lemon pepper on French fries? That better not cost extra. Whee! Whee! Wait, you use barbecue sauce in your fries? Ew, disgusting. Aioli or either aioli or stay close to him. Got it. He does a fast AoE. Okay, got it. Am I gonna get that up in time? I did not. Barbecues and fries are so good. I gotta have some spice in there. Far too often the barbecue sauce is just sweet instead of like has a little bit of bite. Oh god. Yep, I see what you mean. I see what you mean. Add some stone ground mustard. Ooh, that does sound pretty damn good, I'm not gonna lie. I think I just watched some poor soul take like 3 AoEs. Oh man, that was great to see. Ow. Oh, I walked into that one. That's on me. Just gotta convince him of our ways. You know, I'm good. I'm good. And boom. Good save on whoever that rescue was. What is everyone's favorite dipping sauce for fries? Malt vinegar and salt. I prefer to like kind of like splash the malt vinegar over the fries instead of using it as a dipping sauce.
Say he doesn't enjoy the sweet and spicy goodness
Oh
of
shit.
pepperoni
Oh shit.
and pineapple pizza.
Wait, sorry. What was that? Pineapple pizza is perfectly damn fine, okay? Pineapple pizza is perfectly okay. Are you gonna let me take this? Oh shit. Thank you. Appreciate the rescue. Do we die here? Time to get our asses handed to us. Hit me! Hit me! Ow. I'd rather have a sausage and pineapple pizza if we're talking pizza. I think pepperoni is kind of mid, to be honest. It's very basic and it doesn't really do much for me. And unless they do, like, far too often the pineapple is either like way too crunchy or like soggy and filled with oil. I'm just like, I just want good pepperoni. Oh shit. Oh, I did make it. I did make it. I was not paying attention, and that's what I get for not paying attention. Up, gotta run. Woo! Let's see. Barbecue sauce or nice Polynesian sauce? What is a Polynesian sauce? They cook until curl up, burns the edges, and turns to perfect cups. See, that's not good for me. I don't like that because it means it holds the oil in there. And that's not my thing. That is not my thing. I'm sorry. That's not good for me. It's just too much oil. Oh, fuck. Let that go through. Let that go through. Alrighty. Go back in. Shield buster going down on him. I think I got the shield up in time, but I'm not sure. Not quite. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. I forgot about kimchi fries, actually, because that's usually not a thing outside of Korea. Or college. Or colleges, really. Korea and colleges. Oh, shit. What is locking me in place? I must have walked into one of those tentacles. Are we supposed to activate these? What do they do? Stay out of that. Yes. You must interact with it. Okay, yeah, I was wondering about that because I tried walking on it and didn't do anything. So that would explain it. You could always eat those. Oh, balut. Is that what you're talking about? Balut. But I tried balut. It is not for me. The texture's just too weird. I'm like, I don't enjoy feeling things crunch when I eat a egg. It just ain't for me. That ain't it, chief. Balut, eek. I mean, to each its own. I know there's some people who enjoy it a lot.
Thor is a beautiful cat, virtual and Earl. Thor deserves more attention. Virtual Thor is left out.
He'll live. Thor will live. I'm sure he will. How about crocodile ice cream? What is that? What on God's good green earth is crocodile ice cream? Sort. This isn't a group of new people. Maybe 2 or 3 from B. The rest are not new. Yeah, well, we were getting wrecked on that pillar summoning guy, so I guess people were just not paying attention, maybe. Yep. Remember brothers had Gator before? Gator's pretty good. People just don't know mechs. They get carried. Hi. It me. I don't know mechs because I get carried. Hi. Oh, y'all ate gators? Yeah. Gator's not awful. I think it's best when it's fried. I think any other... What the... Did that person just LB? Are you supposed to open this up with an LB? It's fine? Okay. Is this one of those things where you get an LB back later on? Yeah, okay. Oh shit. Stay away from that. Okay, so wait. Moo, explain they're using the LB to not use it. It gets extra damage in there? Oh, I see. Don't know what that is. Flee? I just tried facing away and that seemed to work. Lady equals do your action. Interesting. Okay. Devil equals do opposite. Okay. Has you to flee and do not stop. Okay. Need to be faster about that. LB will go away at the start of the fight, so range uses at the very start of the fight. Oh, I see, I see. Okay, that explains a lot to me. Thanks, Moo. Appreciate the explanation. Thank you, community, as well. Okay. I don't think that's aiming for me, so I'm just going to stay out of the way of that. Yep. I didn't even notice the little ads. That looks terrifying. Okay, got it. They got it. If I'm wrong, blame me for not paying attention, just getting carried in raids. Yeah, it's okay, Moo. That's me. That's me to a T. 1000%. Emptiness. Do we need to destroy the shards of emptiness, I'm guessing? Mom used to love hogmaw. What is a hogmaw? This sounds like a D's nuts joke. Ow. Dark Ultima. That sounds kind of cool. Do. Voice of the god commands you to turn away. Oh, I almost missed that. Yeah, I know. I know. I turned at the last second, but I don't think it was in time. Okay, this is gonna... Help! Stupid confusion. I forgot. Voice of the god commands you to turn away, so we stay facing it right. Wait. Hold on, hold on. It said voice of the god. Was I supposed to listen? I'm so confused. You said... Ah, okay, fine. Commands you to flee and not stop. Okay, fine. I'll flee. Ay, yave. That's probably not a good thing. I'm gonna assume that's not a good thing. Devil pops up equals opposite what you're doing. Got it. So I just was confused because I thought I didn't know the god. Okay. I got this. I hope I do. It'd be nice if I did. Let me get some mana back. It should be okay. Coming in the raid as well? Yeah, Kamini's in the raid as well. She's the one who's currently probably resing me, rescuing me, keeping me alive. A little bit of everything, you know? Little bit of everything. Oh shit, there's no one sitting in that one. Just stay away from that. She'll carry you, don't worry. Yeah, basically, I'm not gonna lie. She was basically carrying me most of that raid. Yay! Well, easy, right? Easy. Need. Pass. Give me the card. Give me the card. All right, good enough. Thank you, Kamini, for carrying me. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate it. Let's see. Okay, so I'm waiting for it to finally snap jump in voice chat. Nah. Kamini will scold me, but she'll never actually like get mad at me or call me. Hold on, let me take that back. Let me take that back. Let me see. Kamini. Well, actually, hold on. What time is it? You probably don't have enough time to do Orbone Monastery, right? Because I think that's the last one I'm missing in that line of raids. What am I trying to get from the event? I want to get the parasol because I was told that's the last like limited item. And then after that, it'll just be mounts for me. I just want all the mounts, really. Yes, I got to do this one. Orbone Monastery. But I can do that later. Yeah, sure. Okay, let's go. Moo, do you want in? Or you don't have this unlocked yet?
Hogmaw is the stomach of a pig prepared as food. More specifically, it is the exterior muscular wall of the stomach organ, with interior.
So ready, check, right? This is how you do it?
Which contains no fat if cleaned properly. It can be found in American, soul food, Chinese, Pennsylvania Dutch, Mexican, Portuguese, Italian and Vietnamese dishes. In addition, it can be prepared in various ways including stewed, fried, baked, and broiled.
That almost sounds like what haggis is for the Scottish. The durability of one or more of your pieces is noticeably low. I should go get that repaired. Okay, second fight. When he jumps to outside of the stage, the side with fire is bad. When there's orangey clouds spawning, get away. Their proximity AoEs. When there's black-blue AoEs, their nets. Hold on. Hawker's Alley. When there's black/blue AoEs, with towers popping up, staying in the center of them makes it easy to dodge where they fall. Independent Mender. Repair all. Yes. Why do you teleport to Limsa? It's because I know immediately, because there was a point where I didn't know about menders, and I was introduced to the concept of mending my equipment. I have no idea what that is, Briar. So I was introduced to the concept of menders, and that is where I was introduced to the concept of menders, and it has stuck in my brain since then, where I know exactly where that mender is. I don't know where the other menders in the cities are. Just that one. I know instantly where that one is. First fight while underwater. I think 7 stacks is actually max before needing to run to bubbles for air. Killing frogs drops bubbles. Oh, okay, so it's not 3, it was 7. I couldn't even tell if I was accruing stacks. Last fight, Lady Devil shows up when your action icon appears, depending on which. Do it correctly or opposite. I see, okay. Put into a bubble at 5 stacks. Ah, I see. Thank you for that. The weird thing is, I didn't see anything here, which is usually where my HUD shows status ailments, but maybe I just wasn't paying attention. Because when you told me about the stacks, I was like looking around for them. I was like, wait, where? And I couldn't see any. I started the party list because healer. That's fair. That is fair. Wakusata Gyoniku no Yona Nioi ga suru. I have no idea what that means. Only word I recognize in there is Yona, and that's still kind of iffy. Twitch is trying to sell everyone everything. Twitch is trying to sell everyone everything. Welcome back, Briar. Third fight, when he flies into the sky, you watch where he goes and go perpendicular for him to take least amount of damage. I think I was doing that, but I'm not super sure about that. Because he comes down basically in the line AoE from when he's staring. Okay. Got it. You're still in the middle, to be honest. Ah, well. Welp. Oh no, 1000%. Like, okay, let's be real, right? Nobody likes Twitch's ad what is it? Nobody likes Twitch's ad
Evil villain
system.
idea. Arsonist who turns his victims into diamonds and etch the name of the victim into the diamond made from their ashes.
Jesus Christ, Mr. Math. Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I was worried about your movie night. So yeah. Let's go ahead and withdraw from this. Go do your movie night. I will go start Shadowbringers story quests. Thank you, Kamini. Appreciate it. That's how you get him. Well, you know, any RPG stuff will catch my attention. Any RPG stuff will always catch my attention. Okay, the Syracuse Trench. What is it? Nobody likes the Twitch ad system. What is it? Here's the list of things that I would want to be able to do. A, I would want to be able to say, hey, I want ads, period, or I don't want them. Because let's be real, if I could turn them off, I would. Ads are shitty. Ads are shitty. I found my NSYNC cat meow mix from Twitch. You know, I'm just going to refresh everyone's memories. Because why not? Why not? Because I had to be subjected to this, so I'm subjecting all of you to this. Who is he? I should probably know him. Who is he? I can't even. JC from NSYNC, pure. Pretty sure. I don't recognize him at all. But then again, I was never a huge NSYNC person. I think the only reason I knew it at all was because people played it non-stop on repeat. Did you just disrespect JC? I don't know any of the NSYNC people. None of them. Like, NSYNC was never really my jam. It was just not interesting to me. Then again, most pop was. I never got into Britney Spears. I never got into NSYNC. I never got into... What else? Who else was really big around that time? Go to character config. Go to the character tab. Let's see. Character config. Character tab. Yes. Yes. Oh, I see. Show all of my own. Show none of the parties. Or what's show limited? What does show limited do? Other excluding PvP. Is any of this important to see beyond like being nice and pretty? It's a little less than your own effect. Honestly, not important. Oh, well. I want to be able to see what I'm doing. Like, no, you know what? Here. I will do
You are
show
the
limited.
fire, the one. Desire. Believe. When I say, I want it that way.
You are my fire, the one. Desire. Believe. I hate this song because every testosterone fueled boy sang it in my college dorm and they wouldn't shut up. They would always play their guitar in the main room. So at 1 a.m. I'd hear this song and it just keep going. I fucking hate this song. No, like real talk. Like, for some reason, okay, so here, let me paint you a picture. I would walk into my dorm room freshman year. There'd be just a whole bunch of shirtless guys practicing that fucking song, trying to learn it on the guitar. I don't know why they had to be shirtless for this, and I think one or two of them had put on like what do you call it? The body oil thing, the thing that like makes their like skin glisten. I'm just sitting going like, what the fuck are you all doing? And I swear every time that because the dorms I was in, the boys were on the second floor, ladies were on the first floor. And every single time that there was even one girl in the room, every guy would be shirtless with a guitar. There'd be at least one person with a guitar. I was so done with this song. Did I join in? No. No, I did not. I was good, thanks. I was good. I didn't need a guitar to get laid in college, thanks. Oh, wait. Oh, shit. I forgot I'm on auto advance. Disable auto advance. Okay. Apparently our colleagues have stumbled across a hidden path leading down into the hollows around the base of the Crystal Tower. Thank you for clipping that. A path I doubt we never have found. Okay, I know Sataru does not sound like this, but I don't remember what she does sound like. Path I doubt we never have found. Have the Ironworks and the Suns not added their numbers to the party. You like my oily botting guitar? Wait to see what else I got. Can confirm. Lots of small dicks. So many tiny peni. Wait. I guess it'd be penises. Is it penises or is it peni? Penises, yeah? Peni? Penises? Penises, I think. Thanks to them, we have eager eyes aplenty down there. Okay. Checking under rocks and peering into every nook and cranny. Still, it seems like there's a lot of ground to cover. Then we better go and give them a hand. Sure, why not? Prior to this story, let's see. What happened? We prevented a war in what is it? Essentially was the Japan continent of this world. We then prevented a war in the Middle Eastern / Arabia style area of this world. And now apparently that big prince with a gigantic, like 3 gigantic swords is walking around, got possessed by an evil spirit. So things are going weird.
I don't want a lot for Christmas. There's just one thing I need. I don't care about the presents underneath the Christmas tree. I just want you for my own, more than you could ever know. Make my wish come true. All I want for Christmas is you, yeah.
It's not Mariah Carey's time. Mariah Carey is still being sealed away. It is not her time yet, Briar. My thoughts exactly. The sooner we find this beacon, the sooner you can travel to wherever it is this mysterious voice is coming from. Oh, yeah, and all of our friends are currently falling unconscious. Like, they're all going to comas for whatever reason. We get hit with blinding pain, and boom, another friend's down. Blinding pain, second friend's down. And the sooner we can work out how to help our friends, we have to find a way to wake them up again. And before the Empire comes calling, we have no time to lose. There's a boat in North Silvertier waiting to ferry people to the site, so let's be on our way. Yeah, so many people have been telling me like, hey, Shadowbringers is the expansion that will sell you on the game. I don't need to be sold on the game specifically, like I'm enjoying it,
the
but...
spirit's up. We're here tonight, and that's enough. simply having a wonderful Christmas
I
time.
don't know that one. So my friend who's in the car with me heard something about shirtless men in a room. Where are they? They are in college. They are in college. That's where you are. Because only in college do you have young hormonal boys who think that being shirtless and serenading women on guitars is hot. I'm sorry. If you can't sing well, it's not hot. It's just laughable. And I'm including myself in that category, by the way. I don't think they ever played that song. Like, we'd always get the Mariah Carey I Don't Want a Lot for Christmas, but I don't think we'd ever get the other one, Briar. Paul McCartney, that's it. Yeah, Paul McCartney's the other one. We seal away Paul McCartney when Mariah Carey comes out. All right, let's see. Oh god, I just realized because I'm starting a new expansion, I'm gonna have to unlock all the Aether air currents again. Moo! I don't want to unlock Aether air currents again. It took so long. All right. Heading to the survey site, ma'am. It's on the eastern shore of the lake, and the swiftest way to get there is by boat. Yeah, let's go to the survey site. Why not? Ooh, it's pretty though.
I'm dreaming of the white Christmas slash just like the ones I used to know slash where the treetops glisten and children listen slash to hear sleigh bells in the snow.
No.
The snow slash.
I hate it. I hate it. I hate it so much. I despise it.
Look how many people there are.
Oh shit, this is voiced. Hold on.
Should we get to it then? Pick up anything that seems the least bit device-like and we'll make ourselves a pile.
Well, if it isn't the hero of the hour, maybe you'll change our look. We found bugger all without you.
He's Irish?
Figs! Wedge!
He's Irish?
Aye, aye. Well, we could hardly say no to a call for aid from the Scions. Jesse called it the chief of some other business.
Huh.
So we'll be working twice as hard.
That is not how I imagined his voice.
Thrice as hard, even.
Thank you, both of you. I'm sure we'll find that beacon in no time.
I'm hungry. I want food now.
I'm not seeing anything out here. Do you reckon you could squeeze in there, Wedge?
And get stuck halfway? No, thank you.
So is Biggs Irish and then Wedge is British?
Tataru, no! We couldn't ask you to do that.
Oh, I'll be fine. This receptionist is not afraid to get her hands dirty.
Sorry, I meant to say, the scholars haven't finished their preliminary assessment of the site yet, so we're not supposed to venture too far in. Now that looks promising.
We summon Mariah Carey from her dark light. Pumpkin spice is upon us. The leaves churn as she drains them of life. Soon she rises to claim those who do not believe in her divinity. Be the chosen or be swallowed by the Christmas horn.
I hate it. I hate it, Briar. Get the hens from retail.
Focus on my voice. Let expanse contract. Eon become instant.
What the devil is going on?
Wait, this must be it. The device.
Is that a yawn? It was a yawn, yes.
Throw wide the gates that we may pass.
Safe journey, warrior of light. Find our friends and bring them home.
Yay, I'm going unconscious. Whoa! Yay! I am space and space is me. I am space and space is me. I am one with the force and the force is one with me. I am one with the force and the force is one with me. If we're having hallucinations in space, that's how you know it's definitely a Final Fantasy game.
The child you saved in BG3? I would have rolled deception to tell her that her parents are still alive, waiting for her inside the empty woods. Sleeping well knowing she was searching for them forever to never find them again.
You're a horrible person, Briar. Absolutely horrible.
Right. Everything that was asked of us, and still it came to this.
Oh yeah, there's that little side plot where like adventurers from another universe came by. And they were like trying to destroy our world in order to save their world. What the devil is happening? Oh, that. They look hot. Want to hug.
Your time has not yet come.
What? All right, where the hell am I now? What is that? Is that me? No, it's something else. Oh, that's the Warrior of Darkness. That's one of those warriors from the other world. The one that was like purged. Don't worry, if you're confused on the story, so am I. Maybe I should have watched the synopsis video before doing this. I wonder if there are videos like that. You know how like Kingdom Hearts 3 when it released, like everyone was like, hey, here's a summary of the plot up until now. I wonder if there's one like that for every expansion of this game. Like, hey, before you jump into Shadowbringers, here's the summary of the plot. Hey, before you jump into Endwalker, here's a summary of the plot. We need one of those. Just so I can like refresh on what's going on.
From endless dreams I awake. Something vague, yet urgent, calls me to action once more.
Oh no, 1000% Briar. Summary videos do not help me at all. In fact, you guys want to watch one like at the end of this stream? Let's watch a KH summary video just to see like how batshit insane it is. Chocobo! Mr. Chocobo! If I make it that long, I'm down? Alright, I'm down. Hey, who's this?
Rare to meet someone out here who's not a peddler themselves. What brings you into the wilds this time of night?
Well, sir, I just be wandering around, taking in the sights and the wonders. What do you mean this time of night? That's your childhood best friend who you forgot about after you got hit by a truck and only to be summoned into an alternate reality, where she somehow managed to survive as well, and then she unlocks all your memories after you save her from a near-death experience. It's just every isekai, isn't it? This is literally just every isekai.
And when, pray tell, did we last have a dark night? You rotten old drunk, you.
No, that's 1000% some isekai plot line. Am I supposed to know who this is?
Over 100 bleeding years ago. That's when.
The fact that Riot's using the sip emote does not bode well.
You got that look down to a T. I'd almost think you meant it. Ah, got to you, did they? Poor beggar. That explains it then.
What the heck?
Well, I've roads to travel and wares to sell, but you best hurry along to the town nearby.
Chocobo!
Just
Sora
head
is
east
Sora.
through the trees
Sora
and
is
aim
also
for the shining
Roxas,
tower.
who is also another
You'll
hero,
find the place
while
soon
Aqua is
enough.
stuck in darkness, but that
the
isn't
biggest
mentioned until
settlement
one of
for
the
mobs
handheld
around.
games. Because each one of those is also canon. Also Ansem is Ansem, but also
Go
is
on,
in a
my
Horden
friend.
Zinmas.
They'll take good care of you in the Crystarium.
He seems nice. God, I sure hope nothing happens to him. Because all of the flags are raising right now, going like, this dude, he's too friendly. Something bad's about to happen. Also, Briar, that makes no sense, and that's how I know it's a Kingdom Hearts summary. Honestly, I am shocked that they got it too.
To dizzying heights it rises. The gleaming spire.
Oh, it's the Crystal Tower. Let's go.
Its tip threatening to pierce the blinding canopy.
I'm guessing that's crucial to the story.
There, it will all begin anew. Between dark and light. The pure and the corrupt. The one true struggle.
Okay, where are we off to now? Oh, this way. No, I'm in a new land. That means I've lost my ability to fly. Everything just became 1,000 times worse. I no longer have the ability to fly. Woe and beholdeth me. Music is beautiful though. That like choral singing right in your ears.
Halt.
Who you? Oh no, she's hot.
Every face in this city I know. Yours I do not. This is the threshold of the Crystarium, stranger, and I am its gatekeeper. If you would enter, you
There
will
are
answer
hot
my
by default.
questions.
Amen. Buns.
From where do you hail?
I still have my what do you call it? I still have my little crystal that lets me change my appearance once. So I was debating using it to change my look up a little bit. Can Thor pronounce Ixtal? Let's see.
Ixtal. Ixtal.
I have no idea. Is that correct?
Ixto.
Better than you did at first? Yeah, you know what? I was gonna confess to having a Veradaki. Bunny girls were never like the most attractive thing to me, but I won't like say no. You want a Fanta? I could. Should I do it live? Celebrate joining up starting Shadowbringers?
Such place exists. Had you given me an honest answer, I would not have barred your way. We care little here for a person's place of origin, but instead you chose concealment, and I will not suffer you to pass.
Are hats important to me? Potentially? Oh shit, hello. OG Ivalice didn't have Vera, only in Final Fantasy Tactics Advanced did they come into existence.
That one had eaten.
Oh.
It must have gulped down the whole hand.
Bunnies don't get a lot of headpiece options. No! Why must you do this to us? What is that? Is he dead? I met him like less than 2 minutes ago and he's dead? Wait. That was his ring.
Everything all right, Captain?
Well, fuck.
Quite
I
alright,
was
my lord.
joking about the flag.
An eater, and a weak one at that.
I see. Weak or not, we should be on the lookout for more.
I was joking.
But I see you've met my guest. I will escort her to the Crystarium myself, if you've no objections.
Another of your mysterious friends, is it? I should have known. Very well. I'll inform the others your guest is to be given the run of the city.
Bye, Mr. I hardly knew you. What? This is not my fault for once.
Pray forgive my less than cordial welcome. May the rest of your stay with us be a pleasant one.
Look, it'll be much more pleasant if I can just get to know you, alright? Can we just go off and have some fun times?
Come with me. I will answer whatever questions you have when we are somewhere more private.
He's a doomsayer, beware NPCs. No. Wait, is that that looks a lot like Gratia? Is that his name? The guy who initially helped us open up the tower.
Right then. Before we plunge into the wheres and wherefores, let me first thank you for answering my summons.
I should turn up the voices and then turn down the
I had
music
intended
maybe.
to bring you directly to my personal quarters, but I fear my aim was slightly off. That you are still able to make the crossing unharmed is a great
I roll a
relief.
1d20 deception to trick a party member into my bag of
And
holding to
so we
sneak
come
them
to
into the
question of
city.
where.
And another roll to forget
The
to
realm
ever
in
let
which you
them out
now find
again.
yourself belongs to
Trapping
one
them
of the
inside a
first
small
factions
handheld
of
prison
travel.
forever.
The first, to be precise.
So-
Even if its inhabitants are largely oblivious to the fact.
I'll explain, hold on. So Briar, that would kill your party member. The bag of holding only has like, what, like 10 minutes of air in it? Then it's not gonna be a prison, it's gonna be their grave.
As to wherefore, having been awarded the rather grandiose title of Crystal Exarch, I, in my capacity as caretaker of the Crystarium, thought to seek the aid of you and your companions.
Okay. By sending us into comas? That seems, unproductive. Are the other scions here?
Ah, that is a question with no simple answer. But all shall be explained in due course, I promise you. Let us begin.
Hey radishes, how are you? I just realized. Is that a keyblade on his back?
The world has been all but consumed by
Ow.
primordial light.
Oh, run radishes, run! Flee! I'm sorry.
Began a century ago, by this realm's reckoning.
Flee!
A luminous flood swallowing everything in its path. More than 9/10.
Oh, this is the world. Okay, I'll kind of catch up on story afterwards. Hold on.
And the fortunate few who survived are hounded by abominations born of that catastrophe.
Don't worry, just story skip it. No.
Sin eaters.
Is he?
We call them.
What's with his skin? It looks like he has like
Creatures
blue
born such monstrosity.
markings.
It was to save the first from this menace.
Yeah, this is the first. Okay.
Rift between worlds, that I might call upon the aid of the greatest of heroes. Though it meant depriving a world of its champion, I had to try, for in saving the first, you would bring salvation to the source as well. But what manner of host harangues his guests in the middle of the road? Let us continue our talk within the Crystarium.
I can't unsee the Keyblade. Like, the thing on his back looks exactly like the Keyblade. I'm just looking at it like, Keyblade. Keyblade. Thank you, Radishes. The wifey actually is the one who made that character, so you can thank her sense of design. I have no sense of design. Ooh. This is beautiful. You gotta appreciate the level of design, visual design, that keeps this game, which very clearly does not have like the most top tier graphics, but it looks good.
Such a proud and vibrant city.
It just looks good. Like, obviously this is not cyberpunk level graphics, but it doesn't matter. It just looks pretty.
Each stone was laid.
It's bread.
The town itself a symbol, a monument to defiance in the face of death. No would-be hero could fail to answer its call.
I mean, as he owns Kingdom Hearts, why not make Keyblades? Yeah, that's fair, actually. Can I have a Keyblade? I want to go around cutting people down with a Keyblade. Which I never understood how that thing can cut since it doesn't have an edge, but, you know. We're not going to ask questions, I guess. Okay, hold on. Let me adjust the system configuration, audio. Let's drop down the BGM just a little bit, boost the voice. Okay, let's see if that helps with cutscenes. I am the edge. Nice. So wait, should I use the, what do you call it? The thing that changes my looks? The Fantarium or something? Where is it? I have like some item that like lets me change my appearance once. Should I use it here? And redesign my look. I don't know where it is. It's a permanent change, so if you want to, you can. I think as a stream owner, you don't get points, from what I remember. You have to take off all your clothes. You say this like it's a bad thing, Moo. Where is it? Do I not have it anymore? Oh, I might have put it in my storage. That's fine. We'll hold off on it for now until I have like both a race and design that I want to stick with, because I mean, the character's cute and all, but I don't know, maybe I'll change my mind later. All right, let's see how this goes. And here we are. Welcome, my friend, to the Crystarium. Dun 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 dun. When did I last hydrate? Eons ago. Nope. I think our conversation would be more meaningful were you first to grasp a firmer grasp of the situation here. Okay, so to explain, there was a point in the story where we basically got invaded by people from another world called the First. And in the lore of this game, light and darkness are supposed to always be balanced. Ow. And this is supposed to be a world. Yeah. Savory, Rashes, get out of here first. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, Radishes is gone. Okay, so what happened with the First is basically an example where lights became overwhelming, where it like took over darkness, and basically it bleached the world. So the warriors from this world came to our world to try and they basically struck a deal, and they're like, they struck a deal with the bad guys. And the bad guys said, hey, you go and just destroy this world and we will save your world. Thank you for the sip of clear, refreshing, hydrating, qualifying bean juice. So I guess this is we are now like being summoned to that same world. To that end, I would like you to visit a few of the Crystarium's civic leaders and glean something of this world and its predicament. The lines of good and evil get real blurred. Yeah, basically this is a world where like, hey, you know that thing that's supposed to be good, the light that has been keeping you alive and people are protecting and going like, in the name of the light. Yeah, this is what happens when it wins. It bleaches the world and turns people into monsters. As you can see, this path will take you directly to the Aetherites, a convenience with which I am sure you're only too familiar. I do like the design of that. That looks sick. Being the rightful object of my summoning spell, you should in theory be able to reach all the way back along your etheric trail and find a connection in the source, believe it or not. I say wait to Fanta until Femgars are out. What's a Femgar? I strongly suggest you complete this attunement before venturing any further. After you've done so, walk up the steps next to the Aetherite and head out to the left to arrive in the crystalline mean. This is where you'll find our collective of crafters and gatherers, as well as their spokeswoman, Catliss, one of the people I should like you to meet. Female Hrothgar, the giant cat people. There's not a female version of that yet. Another is Morin. To reach him in his cabinet of curiosity, you'll want to avoid the aforementioned steps. Take the exit on the left, and simply continue straight along and down until you come to the large doors at the end of the path. One day soon, that's what they tell you, Mood. That's what they tell you to keep you here. The third and final person why can I not talk to you? My tongue fat and sticks in my mouth. The third and final person I should like you to meet is Bragi, our man in charge of trade and distribution. He is to be found in the markets, where you can access from the opposite side of the Aetherite Plaza. In seeking out each of my colleagues, you will visit the major districts of the city and hopefully gain a feel for the place. I trust my directions were simple enough. Crystal clear! Ayo what? What Ayo? Very good. I concede the layout of the Crystarium owes more to historic necessity than planning, but I'm sure you'll learn its twists and turns before long. In all honesty, the true challenge may be in finding the right way to approach its citizens. As you discovered during your encounter with the captain, the people of this world are unaware of the existence of other stars, and will struggle to accept the truth of your origin. That being the case, when they ask where you hail, as they inevitably will, I suggest you claim to share a homeland with the Crystal Exarch. There is an unspoken rule here about peering too deeply into that particular mystery. Basically, we're all like, who is this guy? Why are you being so nice to us? When you finish making the rounds, pray meet me in the large courtyard at the center of town. Until then, I just want to be like, stay still, let me see your face. Let me see your face. As a DM, would you allow me to create a character who actively tries to screw over the party? However, every time I try to roll a 1d20 with a -1 penalty, so every time I roll, penalty stacks. Meaning on roll 10, I'll have a -10 penalty on the deception. I think if we were to do that, I would either get people who are very, very flexible and would probably be willing to play along with that. So probably players with experience and are comfortable with role play, like Mr. Math, and can usually like set aside any personal feelings from the game and just treat it as a game. Either that, or I would warn the party beforehand that, hey, just so you know, Briar's character intends to be working actively against the party. I'm not going to tell you how. I'm not going to tell you when. And for all you know, he might be sometimes beneficial. So that is entirely up to you to figure out. So it's one of those things where I'm like, I wouldn't put you in a party with normal players, essentially, because that is the kind of shit that can cause a lot of strain on the other players. Because they'll be like, hey, why is this guy making dumb decisions and why is he keeping stuff from us? My bad. I'll eventually get it, Briar. I'll eventually get it. Also, to be fair, if I was talking about character gender, it could be anything. But yeah. So yeah, that's my answer basically. It'd be like, if that was the case, I would have you use that character with very specific other players. I 1000% would not put that in a regular campaign. I am very bad at getting gender right. I have messed up on character gender so very many times. So I guess trust me when I say it's not intentional. It's also not like I can just use they with everyone. Ooh. Wait. Where can I get those? That is sick. Okay, actually, oh, I just realized they're matching. Oh, it's the angel and the devil. Oh, that's okay. That's kind of cute. I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of cute. You want the wings? Maybe. Why? Why? By focusing your senses, you detect the flow of vastly distant currents of aether. Your connection to these energies is faint but stable and should allow teleportation to aetherites in the source. Okay, I think I saw one outside. Moo, why is it funny? What is it about them? Is that their version of chocobos? Oh. Interesting. So it can send me places, I guess. Is the penalty stipulation a good idea? I honestly would not even deal with the penalty. I'd just be like, you just do your thing. Because if your true purpose is to essentially fuck with the party and everyone is okay with that, I don't see a reason to punish you for it, right? You're doing what your character would do. You made this character for a specific purpose. Imposing a penalty on it doesn't really seem fair to that character. If the character's good at lying, there's no reason why it would slowly become worse and worse at lying. Does that make sense? Like, it's not like, oh no, I've told this lie over 100 different times and all of a sudden it's gotten worse and worse and worse. It doesn't make any sense. It'd be like, fuck it. If you're gonna fuck around with the party, let's embrace it. Let's go 100% of the way. No reason to go halfsies. That character was in my campaign. I'd let you run as a temp character who eventually dies for your real character to come in. that also might be a good way of handling that. Like, because I can guarantee that kind of character is you're gonna have problems running it in most campaigns. Someone who actively is like working against the party generally doesn't work well in a cooperative setting. So it's one of the things where I'm like, maybe we try this as a temporary character and then we see how it turns out. Just give me a second. I always have this thing where I get to a city, I'm just like, I gotta activate all the Aetherites. Gotta activate all the Aetherite. Let's see. Okay, we'll leave the rest. John has the ADD mindset. What's ADD? Lucky me? Why am I lucky, Moo? See those people at the stand that you just teleported from? The nut stand? I swear that's what it was called. I swear it was called the nut stand. See? Clan nutsies. Attention deficit disorder? Oh. The clan hunt board is covered in bills showing the details of wanted monsters. You'll need a full sack of nuts. Oh boy. In order to be eligible for the quest Nuts to You, you must have met the following requirements. Oh, okay, so I need to go do stuff. So is that where I can get the wings, Moo? Is that why you said lucky me? Alright, fine. I'll go do the quest stuff. Talking about D&D, I got the new Mines of Fandover. Oh, yeah, you told me. I need to go take a look at that. I need to go actually catch up on a lot of D&D stuff. Unlock those demon wings there. Got it. Got it. It'll be a chore to get them. Yeah, that checks out. Oh, that's not a door. Why is that not a door?
Honey roasted PD's nuts.
Catch up end of next month? Yeah, basically. Right now, my life is too busy to catch up on anything. I hate it, Briar. Go to heck. I hate it. Ooh, what's this? The Cabinet of Curiosity. Isn't that a Del Toro series? What's his name? Guillermo del Toro. How busy can you be? I have a life, Briar. Enjoy your lurk, Farhana. Stay safe, alright? I have a life outside of streaming, I'll have you know. Morin. Who are ye? Excuse me, miss. Are you recently come to the city, perchance? I'm quite familiar with our civic roles, you see, and, Oh god, he has the crazy eyes. Well, what I mean to ask is, have you brought any books with you? A rumpled scroll even. A scrap of scribbled on parchment. Hey, glad to hear you're safe, Vicky. Glad to hear you're safe. What? The fuck was that, Farhana? My apologies. Literature is something of an obsession of mine, as well as a profession. Librarian Morin at your service. And this humble collection is known as the Cabinet of Curiosity. As your powers of perception have likely informed you, my colleagues and I are responsible for curating all manner of tomes, documents, and other vehicles for the written word. As horrific as the loss of life and land wrought by the flood unquestionably was, the damage to recorded knowledge was no less catastrophic. We few do all we can to preserve what wisdom survived. But tell me, what brings you to the cabinet today? Looking for any title in particular? Maybe a spot of academic research? Imagine that. VTubers don't live just in your screens. We open your windows at night. We crawl over the windowsill. And we stand on your ceiling watching you sleep. Like giant virtual bats clinging to the ceiling with our toenails. Oh, so you have an interest in modern history.
John
Splendid.
lives in his wife's basement. She keeps him like a goblin for amusement. Goblin these nuts.
No, see, Briar, when you play an RPG, you gotta say like, hey, look, have you fought the Mind Goblin yet? And say, what's the Mind Goblin? And you're like, oh, no, it's like, it's an Act 2. You gotta go fight the Mind Goblin. And like, okay, is it strong? Like, yeah, it's, do you mind gobbling these nuts? You gotta line it up. You gotta keep it appropriate to what they're doing to really get into their brains. A thorough review of recent events can often yield novel perspectives. I quite agree. I'm inside your walls. I'm inside your roof. Which, we have a funny story about that, actually. There was a point where I was helping out a friend with some realtor stuff. So was doing some videos and some photos for them, taking pictures of the houses and stuff. At one point we were walking through a house doing a house like a virtual tour, like recording a video while we're showing off the different areas. While we're doing that, we hear this scrabbling from the second floor roof. And look at the guy, I'm just like, hey, is someone else here? He's like, no. I was like, so who's on the third floor? He's like, there's no one on the third floor. There is no third floor. There's only the attic. We both just look at each other. We both just look at each other. And I'm like, all right, I'll go get the pepper spray. God damn it. So I got the pepper spray. We went back to the area, and pretty much all houses have like these little hatches that lead up to the attic. So we pulled that down, and this ladder came down. We went up, used the flashlight to look around, and we saw a rat run by. So we had to have the place treated for pests. But in the corner of the attic, we also found a sleeping bag and cans of food. The thing is, it wasn't like dusty, it wasn't like dirty, and we could see footprints in the dust on the attic floor. So somebody very recently had been living in the attic of that house somehow. Because that house had been up for sale for about maybe 2 months, I think, at that point. So at some point, somebody snuck in, set up a little living space for themselves, and chilled there for a while. So, check your attics every now and then, huh? And if you hear a scrabbling, make sure you have a weapon with you. If you would prefer something visual to accompany the account, then I think I have an illustrated history book for children somewhere. Just a moment and I'll fetch it for you. Did I just get told by this guy, like, hey, if you're not smart enough for history, I got pictures. And here we are. Would you like to pull up a chair? Make yourself more comfortable. On with the lesson then. A 100 years ago, or near enough not to matter, villains known as the Warriors of Light slew the Shadowkeeper, the Steward of Darkness. In the wake of this tainted deed, light began to pour into the world as if from unseen cracks. It pooled and swelled without cease, until the day an enormous blinding wave rose up and swept across our star. We called this calamity the Flood of Light. Everything it touched was leached of life and vigor. leaving nothing behind but a luminous wasteland. Oh my god, he is actually just showing me a picture book. Yet just when it seemed that all would be lost, a savior appeared before us. The Oracle of Light. She stood twixt us and approaching doom, and by her power did she stay the flood. Thus was Norvarant, and Norvarant alone spared the fate of erasure. Is that who I think it is? Is that, what's her name? The leader of the Scions that was, like, taken by the crystal and turned into a hero or something? Welcome back, Briar. Tragedy would, however, arrive in another form. From the blasted emptiness descended horrors of strange and terrible aspect to bedevil the few folk who survived. These sin-eaters were light incarnate, and their fulgent presence stole the night from Norvent sky. Fulgent. What is fulgent? Fulgent. Definition. Oh, shining brightly. Hey, now you know. Fulgent. It means to shine brightly. Even now, they circle the remaining bastions of civilization, ever on the hunt for us, ever hungering for our flesh. It's always some teen girl who gets fucked over in these stories. Yeah, always. 1000%. Every time. And thus did the world become what it is. Should you ever wish to hear the tale again, I'd be glad to retell it for you. Sounds more like foul. It does, like fulgent. It sounds almost like a bad smell or something. Or if you'd rather speak of other matters, that too would be my pleasure. I should be glad of the company. Your exchange with Morin has taught you about the flood of light.
Fulgent.
Fulgent. There we go. Turns out TTS can pronounce things better than I can. Whee! Who cares about fall damage when you can jump down and solve all your problems? Fall damage? What fall damage? It's just faster traveling. No. Do not try that in real life for the love of all that is holy. I guarantee that will be a bad choice. Okay, looks like it's above me.
Bad chat. I'll slap you.
Ah, you activated the sensor. You activated my trap card. I think it was the word sex that was censored out. Every fairy tale starts with a girl coded to be 14 or 17 who's also a virgin, whose only salvation is a kiss. Yeah. Fairy tales have issues. So many issues. Bah humbug? Bah humbug! Wait, I just realized something. It's already been 2 hours into stream. How long is the Kingdom Hearts summary video? Briar, how long is... Find me the best Kingdom Hearts summary video and tell me how long it is. Oh, oh god, I just cracked all my neck. New fairy tales are needed. Brave by Disney is a good one. Brave! Brave! We need more of Brave. When you stream, you should make your character a vampy. I have no idea how I'm gonna do that, Vicky, because unless I get like a whole bunch of accessories. I got 36 minutes and it simplifies 1 for 10. Which one do you recommend? Is it good visuals, not just someone talking and talking and talking? New to the city, friend. The spinning head and wide eyes give you away. Welcome. My name is Braggy, and I'm the master of these markets. They gave the district another official title, but I'm not in the habit of using it. Too floored by half. In any case, our merchants stock a range of equipment for a drawn such as yourself, so finding something in your size shouldn't be a problem. I'm sorry, did you say drawn? 36 shows FMVs from the games, explains what's happening. Okay. Aye, something wrong? Oh my god, he's tall. 10 is a simplified rundown. All right, Briar, send me the link for the 36-minute one then. And we'll watch that in an hour near the end of stream. Let's see if we can straighten this one out. See this two in front of us? The shorter one is a Hume. The taller one is an elf. Oh! Does the first just have like regular naming conventions? Like it follows our naming conventions? Draga is a dragon. Hume is a human. Elf is an elf. That sturdy individual over there is a Galgent. And the ones with the horn is a drawn just like you. Yeah, they just follow our naming conventions. DM to Discord, thank you. Then you have the large, scaly chaps with long tails and a knack for raising livestock. Those would be the Zuden. Would you see Lalas? Wait, yeah, I want to know what they call Lalas. Which is apparently not the name you know them by. Now I'm curious to know what far-flung region you hail from. The same as the Exarch, yeah. That explains it. Don't get much further flung than that. We've had a few of your lot pass through in the recent years, and despite their obvious learning, they've floundered over the simplest things. But not to worry. Should you find yourself confused by the local language or customs, I'll be here to answer your questions. Your exchange with Bragi has taught you about the people of the first. Yay? Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Now you're making me curious as to what they call Lalas. we have a name for them, but it's not spoken within our halls. The devil folk. They who must not be named. Individuals of pure evil. That's what they call Lalas here. I actually kind of want to make a Lala. If nothing else, then just have like this little short stack walking and going like, burn. Burn. That just sounds like fun. Why is it that every Lala's player is psychotic? Why are we all psychotic? Hey, it's Katniss from the Hunger Games. Hi, Katniss. How are you doing, Katniss? Where's your bow, Katniss? Wait till you actually play a Lala tank. It's way different. Wait, what? Wait, does it actually change up things? Rare to see a place so well stocked with goods, isn't it? But not here. Bringing something you can't be IRL has its appeal. Yeah, I'll never be 4 foot. Have we met Dulia yet? This sounds like another build-up for a joke, but no, we've not met Dulia yet. You don't never know where you are. That's fair. I'm going to guess you're new to our fair city. Well, for what it's worth, you've chosen a fine sanctuary. The Exarch can throw up a barrier if the sin eaters come knocking, so it's a damn sight safer in here. Oh, hold on. Well, for what it's worth, you've chosen a fine sanctuary. The Exarch can throw up a barrier if the sin eaters come knocking, so it's a damn sight safer in here than it is out there. Safer and more civilized too, thanks to us in the mean. We work together to procure materials and resources, and craft the goods which make city life possible. This is the place to visit if you need a coat mended or a kettle forged. Just don't go thinking it'll all be handed to you on a plate like those Ilmoran layabouts. Here in the Crystarium, we work for a living. Though I'd see you're no stranger to honest labor, you don't have that whiff of indolence about you like some folk I met. Still, I can't quite pin down your profession. Where is it from you're from? Where is it you're from? Exarch! Exarch is the answer to everything. One of the Exarch's countrymen, you say? I see. Well, then I'll work twice as hard to make you feel welcome. I said he wouldn't even exist if it weren't for him, and any friend of his is a friend of ours. I feel like everyone has their random NPC in this game that they like adore and they will destroy the entire world for. It's really quite incredible when you think about it. They say his grand magic summoned the Crystal Tower into existence, pulled the entire thing out of the thin air. Who is my NPC I would protect? Rather than protecting, I want to give Tataru a gun. I just want to give Tataru a giant fuck off gun and unleash her upon the world. It wasn't long before droves of refugees began congregating around its base, desperate for shelter after losing their homes to the flood. I'll destroy the world until Moogle... Mr. Matt, did I show you that there's a whole damn Moogle town in this game? There's a Moogle dungeon. Who do you like, Riot? Moo. Tell us, Moo. Reveal your secrets. We will not judge you. Moogles are the best. For backstory, there's a point where I went to Mr. Matt's, I went to go visit Mr. Matt, and literally everything on his room was just Moogles. There's a Moogle plushie. There was a Moogle poster. I think you had like Moogle stickers everywhere, and some other like Moogle merch just like always around. If we needed to get him a gift, we get him something Moogle themed. And that's how the Crystarium began. At the Exarch's invitation, buildings started going up, and with the help of some curious relics brought forth from the tower, the place gradually expanded into the thriving metropolis you see today. Innocent and best buddies. They are goddamn psychotic in this game. My favorite character is the skip button. Mo, tell the truth. Who is it that you simp for? This city stood here for decades now, yet the elders among us swear the Exarch look exactly the same as he did back then. Yeah, that's not a surprise. He doesn't seem human. He's indeed a man of many mysteries, but for all his secrecy, he has never let us down before. You just don't understand. I don't understand Moogles, no. Koopa! Koopa! So if he and you wish to remain silent about your shared homeland, then the folk here will respect your wish for privacy. None of these fools. You disappoint me, Moo. You disappoint me. You don't even go for the cat girl? What's her face? I forgot her name. I am, however, more than a little curious to see any crafting talent you might be hiding. If you ought to contribute on that front, be sure to come back and visit once you have had a chance to settle in. Moo's level of disgust. Just ask for Catalyst and I'll find you a niche here in the crystalline mean. You can help us keep the cogs of the city greased and turning. Nice. Easy peasy. Find the Crystal Exarch near the exit draw and present your findings. I mean, I like Fran. She makes a cameo. Oh yeah, that was a complete surprise when I ran into Fran while doing. I think it's actually the this raid series, the Rabadasta raids. Fran just randomly pops out of nowhere, just like, "Hi, I'm Fran. If you played Final Fantasy 12, you might recognize me." I was just like looking at her like, wait, I know that outfit. I know those booba. Fran? Well, how did you fare? Did my colleagues help you form a clearer picture of the world and its people? Yes, they did. So Mu likes tall, strict ladies who can crush him with a single blow. Noted. Yes, it seems you were treated to a most thorough introduction. I understand it was something of a chore, but it was necessary that you grasp those things before we proceed. As for the Crystal Tower's origin, you may have noticed that details were sparse. The structure is in fact the same one you know from the source, transported to the first in its entirety. It was my first attempt at breaching the boundaries between worlds. Something of a trial run for your eventual crossing. Merwib. Based Mu. Tall pirate captain who can crush me. Hell yes. Hell yes, brother. Now, though I do not know of which era I tore it from, I do know that its arrival served to set the wheels of fate in motion. I literally chose my faction based on, as soon as like she walked in, I was like, all right, I know which faction I'm joining. I'm joining that faction. I was like, screw every other faction. Tall pirate mommy walked into the room and I was like, all right, I'm sold. Goodbye. Everyone else, I don't care about you. You've done as I requested and learned something of the world in which you find yourself. Now it's my time. No, now it's time I fulfilled my half of the bargain and explain what has befallen your comrades. That is a conversation I'd rather have in the privacy of my quarters, however. I must go on ahead to the tower and organize a few things, but I shall see that the guard knows to admit you. You know the way. I know the way. Just like that, then Gratia is... I'm not familiar with that name. Is there something I should know? No! Is Gratia dead? An extraordinary tale, but I'm afraid I found no such individual residing in the tower when it passed into my care. Mayhap we can visit that mystery another time. For now, I think it's best that we focus on the present. Okay. Theory. That's either a Gratia right there. And he's got this all crystal shit because of he was bonded to the crystal. Or he's dead. Either or. I hope he's not dead. I kind of liked him. He was a very chill dude. Do, 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 do. Greetings, madam. The Exarch awaits you within. Yes. Get me in there. Ooh. I would assume that that'd be horrible for insulation, though. It must be freezing in there. Or either blazing hot or freezing, either or.
Welcome to the Ocular, my private study. We can speak here without fear of being overheard.
That's Gratia, isn't it? I swear that's the exact same voice. Go.
I have much to explain, but the truths which I must touch upon in doing so would cause only distress and confusion to the people of this world. Pray keep that in mind. Now, I am sure you are desperate to know the fate of your fellow scions. To put it simply, they are here in the first. Their arrival, however, was not as recent as you may imagine. Here, time flows at a different pace from that of the source. In the space of a
I skipped everything.
your home world,
Moo, you're the worst.
pass in the first, and the reverse could also be true. The pace fluctuates without rhyme or reason, and it cannot be predicted. That said, we seem to be entering a period of near equivalence, and thus, for the moment, You need not overly concern yourself with the passage of time. As for your companions, however, Yustola and Urianger have dwelled here for 3 winters.
Okay, so 3 years.
While Thancred's count stands at 5.
So 5 years.
Even our more recent arrivals, Alphino and Alize, have lived in the first for almost a year.
Okay.
My intention had been to summon only you, but the art of reaching across worlds has proven exceedingly difficult to master. Thus it was that my fumbling hand closed upon those to whom your fate is most closely...
I'm gonna take a guess and say there's a lot of very thirsty people for this good dude.
As they were not the object of my summons, their transference was incomplete. Though they may appear to possess corporeal bodies, they are, in truth, merely spirits that one can see and touch. Consequently, while you yourself will be able to pass between worlds with relative freedom...
And you wouldn't be wrong? Yeah.
Grieves me.
Like...
stranded here, unable to return.
I can tell you right now exactly what's going on. People are like, I can make him happy, or I can break him. Guaranteed it's one of those two. What have they been doing all this time?
We spent every waking hour searching for a way to reverse the summoning. In the beginning, at least.
Uh-huh.
As you may have surmised,
I mean, tomato.
our efforts met with little success. And then we all but abandoned the endeavor once Urianger shared with us the vision he had witnessed during his journey through the rift. In that chaotic no man's land between realms, time and space warp and blend in unexpected ways. What Urianger saw was the future. That which would one day come to pass. In his vision of tomorrow, the first was rejoined with the source. This collision of worlds brought about the 8th umbral calamity and the deaths of countless multitudes. Amongst those who perished, Urianger clearly saw the fall of the Scion's mightiest champion. He watched you die.
People have seen me. I have literally died like 50 times.
And thus did the Scions embrace their exile, and began searching this world for a means to forestall the coming catastrophe in yours.
I have died more often than Goku.
But they have fought on, desperate to save their home and you from destruction. Nor have their efforts been in vain, for it was they who finally established that the elimination of the Sin Eaters will indeed serve to prevent the calamity. Considering these circumstances of our meeting, you would be forgiven for doubting my version of events. And so, before all else, I would suggest you track down your comrades and hear the tale from their lips.
Okay.
I shall of course be happy to assist in these reunions, and you need not make any decisions regarding your involvement until you are certain of where you stand. Meanwhile, I promise I will not rest until I have found a way to help your friends return home. What say you? Have I earned your trust for the moment, at least?
Oh boy. You know, if I was a more degenerate person, trying to figure out how to word this. There is something about him that makes me want to go, do you like being tied up? Something about that. For the moment. There wasn't really another way to reword that, really.
Excellent. You will not regret this.
Hey, Saljin. How are you? Thanks for dropping in to say hi. We're just playing through the Shadowbringers expansion of Final Fantasy 14.
While it's being prepared, perhaps I can show you around.
Sure. Show me around. Show me to your room. Show me to your bedroom, if you know what I mean. I'm good. How are you? I'm doing very good, Saljin. Thank you very much. Just chilling right now. Enjoying story time, discussing degenerate things. You know how it goes. You know how it goes. The Crystarium boasts a number of residential districts, but I've been informed that a room has just become available at the Pendants, which as it turns out is perfect. Our path there will take us past the markets, and I was hoping to give you my own introduction to their wares. Come along. Degen, it is always Degen hours here, honestly. In all frank honesty, it is always Degen hours here. Did I already tune this? I did not. The leaves keep disappearing in my game. Well, I guess the leaves just don't want to stick around. Did you just pelt me with a tentacle within 5 seconds of arriving? I have so much I need to plan for. I need to write out so much stuff for Thursday. Ow. 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 It's what I do. Let's go. I do like his outfit. I would love to have his outfit as just like something to wear.
This is the Musica Universalis.
Yeah, that's fair, Saljin.
What
What happens Thursday? No. Sorry, private things for me. D&D session. I need to do like a lot of writing and map making. Trying to just pull everything together.
Ah, yes. You must be curious about the currency. Fear not. The gil you carry will serve you well enough.
Yay! Thank God. Different game. I mean, different world, but we have the same currency system.
Each nation once minted its own coins, but 'twas all a jumbled mess following the flood. After much debate, the local merchants eventually...
Not Mr. Math, but the numbers math? Yeah.
Wherein a coin's value
I got you.
the worth of its metal. As for a unit of measurement, we agreed upon the term gil. A word borrowed from coins uncovered within the Crystal Tower here.
That's very convenient.
And as our traders peddled their wares across the land, so too did our usage of gil become common practice. From what your stola tells me, a standard coin from the source equates to exactly 1 gil here, or near enough not to matter.
That is very convenient.
Our way of life has benefited greatly from the artifacts we recovered from the tower, some of which may be familiar to you.
Is that... What is that? It looks like a Pokédex. Is that a phone? Wait, what is that? Moo, what is that?
But I fear it would not be practical for us to provide everything to which you are accustomed. You shall need a means to access the commodities of your home world.
Oh, those are tomes. No. No. Not the tomes.
I'm here. Of course I'm here. What amusements do you have for me today?
Oh no. Do we have a hey, listen. Hey, listen.
My dear Feo Ul, paragon of pixie kind. For you, I have the most vital task. This fine lady is a friend from a distant realm. And we have need of a means to ferry things back and forth from her home. Might you be able to assist us in this matter?
That is a big ferry.
You came from beyond, didn't you? From beyond the rift.
Wait.
How wonderfully exciting! What a brave and reckless and marvelous thing you did! You've the heart of a pixie, you do.
Hey, listen. Hey, listen. Hey, listen.
After careful consideration, I have decided to grant you my assistance. Make a pact with me and the fun can begin. But answer me this, traveler. Did your garments come with you when you crossed over? Your teeth? Your nails?
Oh god, imagine crossing over to another world and you have to leave behind like your teeth and your nails. That sounds awful. Just come by like...
Then you've a good stout connection
Remember,
with your home, through
Fire
which
Fairy
all
there
your
is someone's
belongings,
fetish.
great and small, may easily pass.
That's not even a surprise, Briar. Like, look at that face. That face is definitely someone going like, yes, I would tap that.
From this moment forth, I will be your Isnefis, and you
My what?
Snayak.
My what?
The branch which sprouts from the sapling, our bond will flow unbroken from one to the other.
Huh?
Raise your hand.
I raise my hand. Bada bing, bada boom.
'Tis done. We are bound now, dearest sapling.
Did I just get married?
Come then. Make your request. Tell me your desire. I wish to visit this world of yours.
Can I get some,
Mayhap a message
coffee?
to friends and souls to inform them of your safe arrival.
Send a message to Tataru.
Joan Yuan has a husband and wife
Consider
Miyu.
it done.
Wait. Is that a dude? I straight up thought it was a they. I have not given it a gender specifically. Because the voice sounds vaguely feminine, but the body looks masculine.
For magic akin to that of arcane beings. They rarely show themselves in populated
Yeah,
areas,
they use the
but
pronoun
fail
they
with
for it, so I kind of assume there's no
sensational
gender
pixie
specific.
standards, and seems to... Right, we were going to organize a room for you, weren't we? Come along.
You and me, baby, in the room together. Let's go. It's just how they are. It's just they. All right, cool. Good to know. As a result of your pact with the Fetui, you now have access to delivery Moogles, market boards, and summoning bells while in the first. That's convenient. The pronouns you remember? Well, look. I don't have a retort to that, honestly. I don't have a retort to that, honestly. I'm not saying anything. I just put my foot in my mouth. Ow. I'm not talking myself out of this at all. Ah, there you are. I was just finalizing the matter of your accommodation. You'll have a private room here at the Pendants for the duration of your stay, to make uses of as you see fit. When you're ready to retire, the manager will show you to your lodgings. Pray rest and recuperate, and we shall reconvene in the ocular anon. I believe that covers all the practical concerns. Are you gonna come with me? Thank you for answering my call, Lysander. We are denied the comforting blanket of night, but may peaceful dreams attend you nonetheless. A pleasure to meet you. A pleasure to meet you, miss, and welcome to your new home at the Pendants. Your room is ready if you care to retire. Yes. Oh, wow, that's a big... Holy shit, that's a huge-ass room. God damn. Got ourselves a whole damn suite up here. Oh, hello. What's up, man?
I know you. You're the warrior of light from the source.
Joan, you and I understand you part catboy, but is that necessary?
What? Is what necessary? Holy shit, that's a lot of blood on your axe. The warrior of darkness.
What? Did you just... You can hear me? Oh, gods, how long has it been? That was what I called myself in your world. The warrior of darkness. My real name is Ardbert. I used an alias in the source. A daft one, looking back. If you recall my tale, it was my comrades and I who caused the flood. We thought our home doomed. And so we listened to the Ascians. Let them guide us to the source and tried to hasten their goddamned ardor.
Oh, this is, I guess, catching us up on the story.
Fell, defeated by you and yours. I remember our audience with Minfilia. How she listened to our pleas and returned our souls to the first. The flood was poised to swallow Norvrant. Minfilia and my friends, they surrendered what little they had left to hold it back.
I've seen this arc, so I won't be commenting on anything. Fair enough.
Tell me, do you know the year? How much time has passed since we caused the flood? A 100 years. 100 long years.
I'm kind of feel bad for this dude, honestly. Feels like he's just doing what he thought was right and got fucked over like multiple times. No, he's a ghost.
My hands find no purchase. My gestures catch no eye, and my pleas, be they whispered or screamed, reach not a single ear. I am a shade, cursed to do naught but drift. I feel as if I've been walking forever. I hardly noticed when my mind and body began to fray at the edges. Then bang! My senses were sharp again. I felt like a fish being reeled in, and before I knew it, I found myself in this room. Why is it that you can see me? What are you even doing here, come to that?
What is with all the blood on your axe, man? Like, seriously.
You were summoned to save the first. A waste of time. This world is beyond saving, like those who try to save it. Muddled as my mind may be, I've not forgotten that. But if fate has brought me to you, the one person in this God's forsaken world who can see and hear me, then perhaps there is a reason I endured. If I can find out why I was left behind, then maybe I can bring this journey of mine to an end. Well, I'll be watching, Warrior of Light. But do me a favor. Be careful out there. This world has had its fill of heroes.
I'm not gonna lie, his outfit is like, that is a damn cool outfit. I want it. Downside is I can't kill him and rob him of his outfit. And I'm just casually sleeping in full armor. Yeah, that makes sense. Ba-dum, ba-dum. Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. Excuse me. I have to keep adjusting the volume for like gameplay versus cutscenes. Cutscenes are usually like a quarter, 25% quieter. Mistress Lysander, the Exarch awaits you within. Enter the Ocular. Crystal Exarch, Mabe.
Ah, how did you find your new quarters? I trust you were able to rest.
Well, I had a ghostly visitor.
I was not aware the room was haunted, and you were rather tired. Well, should you receive another visitation, be sure to let me know. Now, let us return to the subject of the Scion's whereabouts. This map shows the lands of Norvrand, the only area to be spared the flood of light. The Crystarium is here, in the region known as Lakeland. To the north is the fairy kingdom of Ilmek. That is where you'll find Urianger.
Urianger. Urianger?
To the east lies the once prosperous civilization of Rak-Tika. Yustola is stationed there,
Yustola.
in the heart of the forest. Alas, neither location can be reached without considerable difficulty. As such, I would suggest you first seek out one of the twins, each of whom is stationed but a short flight from the Crystarium. Alphino is on Calusa.
That's a short flight.
Off the western shore. It is home to a city called Yulmore, where the rich and privileged while away their days in idleness. For his part in furthering our cause, Alphino journeyed there to meet with the citizenry and forge alliances. From what I hear, he has since kept himself busy gathering information around the main settlement. Alize, meanwhile, traveled south to the arid wastes of Armareng. They lie upon the very edge of the inhabitable world, where the flood of light was halted. Those who dwell there live in constant fear of attack by the Sin Eaters. In contrast to her brother, Alize felt that her energies would better be spent learning about the enemy, and thus she sells her services as a guard, both to hone her skills and gather information on our foe.
Okay, fair enough.
So, will it be Calicia or Armareng? It matters not which you choose to visit first. Simply inform me once you've made your decision, and I will see to it that you are provided with a suitable mount.
Who should I go say hi to first? Alize or Alphino?
Ah, but you must be wondering about Thancred. He has taken up with a new companion, and is presently engaged as a wandering hunter of Sin Eaters. Being ever on the move, his whereabouts are often difficult to ascertain, but I am certain your paths will cross ere long.
Let's go say hi to Alize first, I think. Pick neither? Wow, Moo. You're right, I'd pick Yashola if I could. If I could, I'd pick Yustola. Or maybe even Urianger. Like, he looked really good in his new outfit. Fine, let's go say hi to Alice. Ready to depart for, Arang. Alice will be overjoyed to see you safe. I knew she was particularly concerned for your well-being. She, impressed upon me how regrettable the timing of her summoning was. Repeatedly. Yep. I only hope that my part in sending you to her will garner me some measure of forgiveness. Here, this is a letter of introduction addressed to a man named Kassar, the master of a merchant caravan. There are few who know the ways of the desert as well as he does. Find him at the Amara launch and he will see that you reach your destination. You'll visit Alphanine and Costa Lucia then. Alright, so I can just kind of like do either one of these. Alright. That's kind of good to know. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Let's see. Have you seen an Amaro yet? Either the game or the in-mount NPC? I have not seen an Amaro yet. What is a Amaro? Mario! That's what I imagine. Where is that quest marker? What's ah? What is ah? When you say it like that, Moo has such foreboding statement. Okay, I'm guessing this quest marker is on the second floor. So I probably need to find a way up there. What is that? Sights of the First. As well as nuts to you. Hey, we found nuts to you. Don't you sip your damn tea, Moo. Answer the question. It's not on the second floor? Are you serious? Moo, you're a liar. Moo, you're a goddamn filthy liar. Hold a moment, sinner. You're not from around here, are you? A fellow wandering soul, an eternal inhabitant of the road. I thought so. Earlot's the name. My aspiration is to travel the whole wide world, although it's a fair bit smaller than it used to be so far as dreams go. It's a lot more realistic than you might think. But danger still lurks in every corner, around every bend. Even so, this sinner's got nerves of steel. He's a born explorer, Earloth. There's no land too distant or place too forbidden. Aye. What is that I spy poking out of your pack? A log, if I'm not mistaken. Give it over if you would. Oh, is this just the, what do you call it, the landmarks thing? Yeah, it's just landmarks. I haven't done any of these. I didn't know if there's any point to, really. Like, is there any point to doing the sightseeing stuff? You get like rewards from it or anything? Let's see. Teleports to down here. Some stuff gets you a few things. Okay. But not really worth it. Yeah, that's kind of what I figure out. Oh, good that you're her, ain't ya? Haldor's been asking for after you. You know Haldor, eh? Clan Nutsies, man. If you're keen to hunt the deadliest marks or the biggest bounties, then you might want to seek him out. You'll find him by the board over in the rookery. Though, if I were ye, I'd steer clear that whole nasty business. Bad for one's health, it is. You just told me to go say hi, and then you told me, hey, that seems like a bad idea. Maybe you should just hightail it. Not unless you're a completionist. Yeah, not that much of a completionist. Okay. Okay, so I'm guessing this is just their version of bounties. That's easy enough. We'll just skip through all this. Whee! Skippies! Yeah, it's just bounties. That's easy enough. So what can I buy here? Sacks of nuts exchange. Minions. Music. Materia. Are you sure? Are you sure you can get the stuff here, Moo? Doesn't look like it. Peruse these. Can't see your screen too blurry. Ah, that's fair. It's fine. It's pretty small. Oh, wait. He has more. That's fine. That's fine. No worries. No worries. Booty booty boo. Yes, 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 yes. I know. It's time for the elite hunts. Oh, no. It's two 2-star marks. Never mind. Yeah. I know. We gotta unlock all the level of bounties. Every single one. I guess it's free XP, so I shouldn't complain. Show me what sacks of nuts gets you. Sack of nuts. The only thing is maybe the Forgiven Reticence. Everything else, as far as I can tell, is just materia, 1 music, and then 2 minions. You should get me a second day. I hate it. You don't have it unlocked yet? Okay. Maybe that's why. Yeah. I know. I know the dealio. Every single time I pick up a hunt, they're like, hey, man, here's a 1-star. Hey, man, here's 2-star. Hey, man, here's everything. Wait, what? Hey, it's a Moogle! Speak of the devil. Nutsy, your fearless leader. Hold on, moving on through all this. Do. Skip this. It's not part of the story. I do not care. Only Mr. Math cares about Moogles. I just want the elite hunts. Okay, let me see. Still nothing. So maybe I need to just unlock it eventually. Peruse, accept. Peruse, accept. Peruse, accept. Alright. Okay. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go grab myself a snack. And then bring it up here. And then we're going to watch the... We're going to call Final Fantasy to an end here. Because we're coming up on 3 hours. And we're going to watch the Kingdom Hearts summary video and see how much sense it can make. Alright? Give me 2 minutes. I'll be right back. Ah, fuck me. I punched the stair railing on the way up by accident. Ow. Ow. That really, really hurt. Okay. Oh. Hey, Moo. I see you, Moo, as you run past me. Come back, Moo. Come back. All right. Let's go watch Kingdom Hearts summary and see how this turns out. Let's see. Do. Boot this up. Grab that. What you need to know to play Kingdom Hearts. How complicated could this possibly be? Alrighty. Y'all ready? Y'all ready to be really confused for 40 minutes?
With Kingdom Hearts 3 right around the corner, we here at Suggestive Gaming figured now would be the perfect time to go over the saga's famously complex storyline. So get ready, because we're going to tackle this series from start to finish. This is what you need to know.
It really is,
Kingdom
Mr. Math.
Hearts.
That's all it is.
Our story
it's
begins
a
in the
D&D
age
campaign.
of fairy tales, when the world was whole. Kingdom Hearts, a massive collection of hearts, was the source of all light and thus wisdom and power. Kingdom Hearts had a counterpart in the form of the...
Wait. Where did the hearts come from? It's a collection of hearts. Where did the hearts come from?
Our story begins in the age of fairy tales, when the world was whole. Kingdom Hearts, a massive collection of hearts, was the source of all light and thus wisdom and power.
Just casually? The dead? Oh, okay. Actually, that makes a lot of sense.
Kingdom Hearts had a counterpart in the form of the X-Blade, which also served as its protector. The Master of Masters, an elusive prophet, studied the X-Blade and discovered a way to create a weapon called the Keyblade in the image of the X-Blade by extracting it from a person's heart. The Master of Masters foresaw a devastating battle on the horizon, which would bring forth the end of the world. He trained 5 of his apprentices, named the Foretellers, to each lead a separate union to protect the world and its light from the approaching darkness. He gave each of them their own Keyblade as well as a special role, including giving one member, Lushu, a Keyblade in which he had placed his Gazing Eye, giving the Master of Masters knowledge of any event this Keyblade with no name observed.
Isn't that the Keyblade you use like when you're in your light and dark form? Also, does that mean that everybody, when you're using the Keyblade, you're just wielding dead people?
He also gave Lushu a special black box that he cannot open, but seemingly knows the contents of. After assigning these roles to his apprentices, the Master of Masters disappears, leaving the Foretellers to carry out the roles he gave to them. However, shortly after, one of the Foretellers, Ira, discovers a nightmare, a dark version of a creature called a Dream Eater which exists to plant bad dreams upon those who sleep. This leads the group to believe that there is a traitor in their ranks. After the group fractures under this pressure, conflicts begin.
Wait. Why does that make him think of it's a traitor? It's just another creature, right?
Foretellers to carry out the roles he gave to them. However, shortly after, one of the Foretellers, Ira, discovers a nightmare, a dark version of a creature called a Dream Eater which exists to plant bad dreams upon those who sleep. This leads the group to believe that there is a traitor in their ranks.
That's like me saying, hey, did you know that our apple tree suddenly started growing oranges? There must be a traitor in the group. What?
After the group fractures under this pressure, conflicts begin to raise between the 5 unions, and the Master of Masters' true intentions seem to be shown. One Foreteller, Ava, gathers various powerful Keyblade wielders who show resistance to the growing darkness and convinces them to go into hiding instead of fighting, naming this new underground group the Dandelions. As the unions fought each other for control of the world's light, or Lux, in order to fight off the growing darkness, the fractured efforts only allowed the darkness to overtake the entire world. This was called the Keyblade War, and it eventually caused the X-Blade to shatter into 20 pieces, 7 of pure light and 13 of pure darkness. Without its protector, Kingdom Hearts disappeared into the darkness. After the battle, the world was saved by the light within the hearts of children, however, not fully. The one world was split into many disconnected worlds. The dilapidated battleground that once hosted the Keyblade War was then known as the Keyblade Graveyard, filled with the Keyblades of those who failed in the war. The remaining wielders, the Dandelions, vowed to protect the world from further destruction and later worked to reunite the unions. Years later, when the events of the Keyblade War were known only as legend, a young man on the Destiny Islands known as Xehanort was paid a visit by a mysterious cloaked figure. As it turns out, this figure was a being named Ansem, a form of Xehanort's future self, traveled back in time. Ansem is a being called a Heartless, which is essentially a living manifestation of the darkness within someone's heart. Ansem grants Xehanort the ability to travel through time in order to gather 10 vessels to house fragments of his future self's heart in order to create an organization that could recreate the X-Blade and restart the Keyblade War. After traveling through time and returning, Xehanort loses his memory of the events, but carries a subconscious desire to become a Keyblade Master and carry out the events that would lead to this foreseen future. Ansem also returns to his own time. Xehanort travels to the Land of Departure and trains to become a Keyblade Master along with his fellow pupil and friend, Ericus. The friendship between the two begins to fracture, however, when Ericus believes that the darkness in the world should be eliminated, whereas Xehanort believes it can be controlled and that instead of eliminating darkness, it should instead exist.
Xehanort went from, God, this guy is hot, to, oh my lord, stay the fuck away from me and call the FBI. At least they let this guy, what's his name, Ericus? At least they let Ericus like age gracefully. Xehanort just got the short end of the stick here. You know what? That's a fair reason to go evil.
In an equilibrium with light. An aging Xehanort then takes an apprentice named Ventus with the sole purpose of using his body as a vessel to transfer his heart into.
See? Call the FBI.
However, Ventus proves to be too weak for this purpose, and Xehanort instead extracts the darkness from his heart to create a new being known as Vanitas. This process also births a new breed of being called the Unversed, creatures attracted to negativity. Xehanort decides to use Vanitas to recreate the X-Blade by combining his heart of pure darkness with a heart of pure light, which he would find later. Xehanort takes Ventus to Destiny Islands to die, but there, his broken heart is unknowingly touched by a newborn baby named Sora, whose heart mends his own. This allows Ventus to survive, and Xehanort instead takes the boy to Ericus to be trained with his other two pupils, Terra and Aqua. Xehanort sees one of these other apprentices, Terra, as a suitable vessel after the failure of Ventus, and he begins to manipulate him into turning against his friends. During this period, Terra visits Destiny Islands and meets a young boy named Riku. Terra performs a ceremony called the Bequeathing, a ritual in which a Keyblade Master, or someone of an equal level, has someone touch their Keyblade to inherit the power to wield one.
But why Riku? Like they just went to some random islands like, hey dude, you want to be a hero? Yeah, you do. Touch my blade. Touch my big, girthy blade and you'll become a hero. It's just something they do?
Terra bequeaths Riku, and a Keyblade called Kingdom Key chooses him. Also during this time, Aqua ends up in Radiant Garden and finds a young girl named Kairi, who accidentally touches Aqua's Keyblade, bequeathing her and allowing a Keyblade to choose her in the process.
It can happen accidentally? Oh my god, that must be so messy.
Meanwhile, Ericus attempts to kill Ventus to prevent him from being used to create the X-Blade and ultimately lead to total destruction, but he is stopped by Terra. Xehanort arrives and kills Ericus and goads Terra to meet him in the Keyblade Graveyard, where Aqua and Ventus follow. At the Keyblade Graveyard, Xehanort transfers his heart into Terra's body to become Terra Xehanort. Terra is able to resist this somewhat, but meanwhile Vanitas possesses Ventus and the two forge to create the X-Blade. This allows Kingdom Hearts to come out of the darkness it was lost to during the Keyblade War, and it appears in the sky. However, Aqua, aided by another Keyblade apprentice, Mickey Mouse, defeat Vanitas to shatter the X-Blade, blasting everyone to different worlds and causing Kingdom Hearts to disappear once again. Ventus's heart is lost after the battle with Vanitas, and Mickey brings him and Aqua to the mysterious tower.
I like how they're just like, yeah, sure, Mickey Mouse is here too, but for some reason, yeah, Mickey Mouse. You know, the most powerful being in Disney.
There, Aqua meets Yen Sid, a retired Keyblade master who trained Mickey, and learns that Ventus has fallen into deep sleep until his heart is able to recover. Aqua returns to the Land of Departure to seal it away, as she was instructed to do by Ericus before his death. She transforms the Land of Departure into Castle Oblivion, creating the Chamber of Waking, where she seals Ventus's body while it heals. She then goes to Radiant Garden, where Terra Xehanort landed. Xehanort eventually escapes from Aqua, but loses his memories due to
I wanted to see what the whole lore behind Kingdom Hearts was and see why it was so batshit insane, Kamini. It's okay, we made a little bit of progress. Also, to be fair, I had to end stream pretty soon because I actually do need to catch up on sleep. So I was like, we'll end here. We'll watch this and we'll end it after this.
Due to Terra's heart resisting his control. He is then discovered by Ansem the Wise, a different Ansem than we've seen before, who takes him up as his apprentice. Ventus's heart then finds its way.
Wait. Is there just randomly two people named Ansem? It's like complete coincidence. Like, hey, there's Ansem the evil dude and Ansem the wise.
Way back to Sora, merging with his heart in order to heal. Aqua ends up in the realm of darkness, where she discovers that time does not flow normally. A year later, Xehanort begins to regain his memories as Master Xehanort. He, along with another apprentice of Ansem's, Brag, convince Ansem to experiment with the heart in order to extract its darkness to create Heartless. Ansem becomes wise to their plan, however, and refuses. Unfortunately, Xehanort, Brag, and Ansem's other apprentices create Organization 13 and banish Ansem the Wise to the realm of darkness. Xehanort takes Ansem's name and identity, then extracts the darkness out of himself and his fellow apprentices, creating both Heartless as well as Nobodies, or the shell of the body after the heart has been removed. Xehanort's Heartless retains the name and identity of Ansem afterwards. Now split into both a Heartless and a Nobody, the Heartless of Xehanort, Ansem, begins to lead an army of Heartless across many worlds in an attempt to swallow as many as possible to create his own artificial Kingdom Hearts. The Nobody, now called Xemnas, sets out to find more Nobodies to join his Organization 13. Elsewhere, Ansem the Wise discards his stolen name, harnesses the power of the darkness but doesn't let it consume him, and escapes the realm of darkness to Twilight Town. He takes the name Diz, an acronym for Darkness and Zero, and disguises himself in a red robe and mask to conceal his identity. He takes refuge in an abandoned mansion and dedicates his time to researching the Nobodies and the Heartless.
Wait, it is? Why, Kamini?
9 years later, Sora, the boy who Ventus's heart had taken refuge, is preparing to leave his homeworld of Destiny Islands with his friend Riku, the boy Terra bequeathed, and Kairi, the girl who Aqua...
That's why we're watching the summary. While also eating some chips.
Bequeathed and eventually washed up on the islands. When Riku opens a door in the secret place on the island, succumbing to the darkness, he allows the Heartless to invade the island. Sora reaches out to touch Riku's heart, and in the process shows Riku's Keyblade, the Kingdom Key, that his heart is stronger, and it chooses him instead. Now,
so just to make sure I understand this, Riku was technically the official owner of that Keyblade. And then Sora's like, hi, Keyblade. I'm more of a main character than this dude. You should come to me. None of which was explained in the first game. So basically they wrote themselves into a plot hole and they're like, oh shit, we got to go back and rewrite this.
Equipped with the Keyblade, Sora is able to fend off the ensuing army before he finds Kairi near the door, which blows open, creating an explosion of darkness that destroys the islands and blows Sora out to sea. Kairi's heart takes refuge inside Sora for protection, and her physical body, as well as Riku, are blasted to locations unknown. Meanwhile, Mickey Mouse, now a Keyblade master and king of his world, has left his home to deal with the growing army of Heartless. He left instructions for his mage Donald Duck and knight Goofy to find the key, and they set out to Traverse Town, a haven to those whose worlds has been destroyed, where they meet up with Sora by coincidence. After discovering that Sora's Keyblade can be used to seal keyholes of worlds, preventing them from being overtaken by Heartless, the group come across Maleficent, who reveals that she is seeking out the 7 Princesses of Heart to unlock the keyhole that leads to the artificial Kingdom Hearts that Ansem created at the end of the world. The 7 Princesses, as it turns out, were protected by the 7 fragments of pure light that broke off of the original X-Blade. Sora discovers that Riku had joined Maleficent in her hunt, as she had promised to help him find and rescue Kairi in exchange for his efforts. Riku later finds Kairi, but with her heart seemingly missing from her body. Sora and his team eventually arrive at
So is it a love triangle where like both Sora and Riku like Kairi, but Kairi only likes Sora? So Riku got the short end of the stick here.
Hollow Bastion, the base of Ansem and Maleficent's operations and the site of what remains of Radiant Garden, and take on Riku. Riku is bested by Sora and leaves with Ansem. Sora then defeats Maleficent to once again find Riku, who leads him to Kairi's motionless body. Riku then reveals himself to be possessed by Ansem, who explains that Kairi is in fact a Princess of Heart, and informs Sora that Kairi's heart is currently inside of him. Sora defeats Ansem, but cannot seal Hollow Bastion's keyhole due to Kairi's heart remaining in his body. Sora uses Ansem's Keyblade to unlock his heart, releasing his and Kairi's heart in the process. This event, however, turns Sora into a Heartless. Kairi's heart returns to her body, and she uses the strength as a Princess of Heart to return Sora to his human form. Ansem has retreated to the end.
That's some convenient ass shit. I think the worst part of KH is the fact that the lore is spread across so many. Yeah, it's like you have to have like 50 different platforms and 50 different games just to understand the lore.
End of the world, a conglomerate of the fragments of worlds taken by the Heartless, where he is found and defeated by Sora. However, Ansem manages to open the door to his artificial Kingdom Hearts, but is quickly killed by the light revealed inside. Mickey and Riku.
What?
Back in his own body, are seen through the door in the Realm of Darkness. A swarm of Heartless rise and attempt to attack Riku, but Aqua, who had met up with Mickey previously, sacrifices herself to keep them from reaching him. Riku and Mickey then help Sora close the door to prevent the darkness inside from escaping. Sora seals the door.
Did the writers just really hate Aqua? Because I swear to God, it feels like everything that happens to her is like the worst case scenario. She has to watch all her friends literally die in front of her eyes. One of them gets possessed, the other one dies. What else? Isn't she like the one who doesn't get any attention from the other masters? And then at the end of it all, she has to kill her. She has to sacrifice herself for a random kid that she doesn't know. Did the writers just really hate Aqua?
With Mickey and Riku inside, with the promise from Mickey that there will always be a door to the light and that he will see his friends again. After the door is sealed, the broken worlds reunite, and Kairi is pulled back to the Destiny Islands, with Sora promising that they will meet again someday. Sora, Donald, and Goofy then set off to find the door to light, with hopes to rediscover their friends. Back in the Realm of Darkness, Aqua vows to help anybody else she encounters there. Unbeknownst to Sora, when he unlocked his heart, he created a nobody for both he and Kairi, named Roxas and Naminé respectively. Shortly after their creation, Naminé is found in the floors of Castle Oblivion by Organization 13 and is taken captive, while Roxas is found in Twilight Town by Xemnas and recruited as a member of the organization. Roxas, due to being Sora's nobody, as well as Ventus's heart inhabiting Sora, is able to wield both Sora and Ventus's Keyblades, and is placed under the care of Axel, another member of Organization 13, and the two are tasked with destroying Heartless in order to release their captive hearts, which the organization can use to create another artificial Kingdom Hearts and become complete beings as opposed to nobodies once again. Shortly after Roxas's induction into the organization, a new member named Xion joins as well. Xion is a mysterious person whose appearance changes based on the Preceptor's relationship with her.
Wasn't this their like Mary Sue? They're like, oh, she's who you want to see who you want to see most. And like she's like, oh, she's actually really, really close with all the main characters. She's technically a main character, but not really. This is literally just a Mary Sue.
Xion and Roxas bond, and Xion reveals that she is also able to wield a Keyblade. Shortly
and she has a Keyblade. Yeah, let's throw that in.
After, Axel and several other members of the organization are sent to Castle Oblivion to look after Naminé and prepare for the arrival of Sora. Sora, Donald, and Goofy make their way to Castle Oblivion, but upon entering, they lose their memories, and they are replaced by fabrications created by Naminé, who was forced to do so by her captors. Two organization members, Marluxia and Larxene, plan to use Naminé to wipe Sora's memories to use him as a puppet to overthrow the organization. Sora and his friends fight their way through the castle, defeating various organization members along the way, and eventually Naminé is freed. She instructs Sora and his friends to enter memory pods so that they can sleep while Naminé repairs their memories, causing them to lose all memory of her as a result. Meanwhile, Riku, who appeared at the lowest level of Castle Oblivion, fights his way up to Sora in the memory pods, but refuses to seal his darkness inside his heart, instead leaving and telling Naminé to take care of Sora.
Yeah, I remember those days too, Moo. Honestly, the Chain of Memory battle system seemed really interesting.
While Sora is put to sleep, Roxas falls into a deep coma for several weeks, due to their connection. Meanwhile, in an attempt to get back at the organization, Diz invades Castle Oblivion. There, he finds Sora, whom he had observed up to this point, as well as Naminé, and he takes them both back to Twilight Town to oversee the reconstruction of Sora's memories. After waking, Roxas is informed of the organization's loss at Castle Oblivion, including the elimination of all of the members sent there except for Axel. Roxas begins to spend time with Xion and Axel, and the three grow close. Shortly after, Roxas begins to experience Sora's memories as they are restored in Sora, and he starts to question the motives of the organization. Eventually, Xion encounters Riku, who calls her existence into question. Riku later finds her unconscious on Destiny Islands and asks her to come with him to find Sora in order to return the memories of his back to him so he can awaken. Confused as to why she has Sora's memories in the first place, and not wanting to leave her friends, Xion returns to the organization, but Sora's memories begin to absorb faster into her instead of Roxas, making her grow strong while he grows weak, which was the goal of Xemnas. This event also stops Naminé's efforts to restore these memories into Sora. Shortly after her return, Xion leaves once again with Riku to go find Sora. Later, Axel reveals to Roxas Xion's true identity, an imperfect replica of Roxas created by Xemnas as a failsafe if he failed. Upset that Axel had known this but kept it from him, Roxas begs Axel to reveal his true identity as well. Axel refuses, and Roxas follows Xion's lead and defects from the organization, despite Axel's warning that the organization would destroy him for this betrayal. Meanwhile, Xion makes her way to Twilight Town and finds Naminé in the old mansion. Naminé tells Xion what she really is, and informs her that when she returns to Sora, everyone's memory of her will be forgotten. Xion accepts this sacrifice and begins to go to Sora. Before she is able to, however, Diz informs them that the organization has followed her. Xion discovers that it is in fact Axel who had followed her, with the intention to bring her back to the organization to hopefully lead to the return of Roxas as well. Axel succeeds and brings Xion back to Xemnas at the organization's world, the world that never was. Axel faints from exhaustion, but Xemnas finds Xion and begins to reprogram her. Shortly after, Roxas makes his way to Twilight Town, where he finds Xion at the train station. She has taken on an altered form, now resembling Sora almost exactly. Although reprogrammed, Xion is still aware that if she continues to exist, Roxas will eventually fade away, so she tricks him into a battle and forces him to defeat her in self-defense. After the battle, Roxas holds Xion in his arms as she fades, returning the memories and the heart she grew to Sora. Consequently, Roxas loses his memories of her. She asks him to prevent Xemnas from obtaining Kingdom Hearts and expresses her gratitude for his and Axel's friendship before disappearing completely. Roxas makes his way to the world that never was to confront Xemnas, but is stopped by Riku, who intends to capture Roxas to complete Sora's memory restoration. The two do battle, and Xion's lingering influence convinces Riku to stop Roxas at any cost, as she believes he is not ready to take on Xemnas yet. Roxas overpowers Riku, so Riku removes his blindfold and taps into the darkness in his heart, transforming into a new form resembling Ansem, who now resides within.
Why does taking off his blindfold unleash the darkness? Is he Satoru Gojo? Satoru Gojo? Is it just Gojo from Jujutsu Kaisen?
Riku ultimately defeats Roxas and disappears and opens a portal back to the old mansion, where he takes Roxas. Knowing that the organization will always be on the hunt for Roxas, Diz digitizes him and places him in a virtual Twilight Town. Inside the digital world, Roxas lives out a seemingly normal summer vacation, without any memories of his time with the organization. Again, Roxas begins to experience Sora's memories as Naminé is restoring them outside. Soon, nobodies begin to invade his town, along with Axel, who were sent there by the organization after finally discovering where Roxas was hidden. Roxas is surprised when a Keyblade appears to help him fend off this attack, and due to an interruption by Diz, Axel is unable to retrieve Roxas, returning to the organization empty-handed. Roxas also comes in contact with Naminé, which connects his heart with Kairi, Naminé's true counterpart. Kairi is able to use this connection to communicate with Roxas, and when she asks about Sora, he is able to communicate through Roxas and speak to her. As more and more anomalies in the digital Twilight Town begin to take effect, such as time freezing and other various glitches, Naminé eventually reveals the truth to Roxas. She informs him that he is a nobody, and that he will one day meet with the boy he sees in his dreams, Sora. Axel appears again, threatening Roxas that if he does not return to the organization, Axel will be forced to eliminate him. Diz intervenes once more, however, and tells Roxas to meet him at the old mansion, freezing Axel and the rest of the world in its tracks. Roxas complies and meets Naminé at the old mansion, and she tells him that reuniting with Sora will not cause him to disappear, but instead make him whole again. Diz appears to take Naminé away, but not before she tells him that they will meet again one day, even if they don't recognize each other. Roxas eventually regains his memories and realizes that Naminé was telling the truth about him living in a simulation, and being placed there by Diz and a cloaked man, who in actuality is Riku. Roxas finds Diz's computer and destroys it in anger, although it is just a digital copy. Axel appears one more time and the two face off one last time. Due to regaining his memories, Roxas is able to fight to his full ability, including summoning both of his Keyblades. Roxas defeats Axel, who retreats. Roxas expresses that he hopes to see Axel again someday, but he replies that only Roxas has a next life. Roxas enters the room where Sora is kept, finding a sleeping Donald and Goofy along the way. Diz greets him as he arrives and goads him with remarks about his purpose and existence. Roxas begins to attack Diz, revealing that he is just a hologram. Roxas continues the assault until Diz disappears, and in his place, a pod opens in the center of the room. Inside, Roxas finally sees a sleeping Sora. Roxas accepts his fate and purpose, and smiles sadly, stating that his summer vacation is over while he rejoins with Sora. As Sora begins to wake, he hears Roxas call out his name. Confused, he opens his eyes to instead see his friends, Donald and Goofy, calling for him. Sora and his friends then meet Yen Sid, who informs them of their opposition, namely the Heartless, the Nobodies, and Organization 13.
I'm gonna be real. My brain checked out like 10 minutes ago. It stopped trying to understand. She's like, yeah, sure. Kid goes, meets another kid, disappears, gets his memories back. Yeah. Yeah. Donald and Goofy are in here for some godforsaken reason.
Then Sora, Donald, and Goofy once again set off to protect various worlds from the Heartless, but now discover that there are two groups, one led by the Organization and the other led by a recently revived Maleficent. Elsewhere, Axel travels to Destiny Islands to find Kairi, luring her with a promise to see Sora in an attempt to kidnap her. Riku is able to stop this by creating a corridor of darkness to transport her to Twilight Town, but she is shortly found once again by Axel, who successfully captures her. Shortly after, she is taken by Saïx, Xemnas' right-hand man and Axel's former friend. Meanwhile, a Hollow Bastion restoration committee is formed to restore Hollow Bastion back to its former glory as Radiant Garden. This committee includes Sora, Donald, and Goofy, but also some of the various inhabitants of Traverse Town Sora met at the beginning of his journey. After finding Ansem the Wise's secret lab, including his computer and Xehanort's various notes on the Heartless, the committee discovers that the world is being attacked by Heartless. They fend off the attack to find Xemnas. Mickey runs after him, and quickly thereafter, Sora, Donald, and Goofy find themselves surrounded by a massive Heartless army. The three hold off the attack and eventually catch up to Mickey. Xemnas taunts the group, implying that Mickey knows more about a still missing Riku's location than he lets on, before vanishing in a corridor of darkness, with Mickey in tow. The trio are then accosted by Axel, who tries to help them by revealing the organization's plans, but is stopped by Saïx. Saïx instead reveals the organization's intent to Sora, to use the power of Sora's Keyblade to capture the hearts of the Heartless to build the new Kingdom Hearts. Saïx summons a group of Heartless to attack Sora to force him to release their hearts. Suddenly, Maleficent appears to summon her own Heartless against Saïx, but he is able to summon nobodies that dispatch them easily. Maleficent then attempts to hold off.
They really just played a game of rock, paper, scissors there, didn't they? They went, you summon your Heartless, I summon my nobodies. No, I summon my Heartless. No, I summon my nobodies.
The nobodies on her own, telling Sora to escape and find a way to defeat the organization, opening a corridor of darkness beneath them, taking them to the Realm of Darkness, which Sora is able to escape to safety using his Keyblade. Sora resumes his quest to rid various worlds of Heartless and nobodies, eventually making his way back to Twilight Town, where he ends up at the old mansion with Hayner, Pence, and Olette, Roxas' friends in the simulation. They are ambushed by a group of nobodies, but Mickey arrives for the save, and the group make their way into the basement of the mansion to find Diz's computer, which they use to enter the simulation. Inside, they are again ambushed, but this time by an overwhelming horde of nobodies. Axel arrives and sacrifices himself to eliminate the horde and save Sora. While on the ground, fading away, he apologizes for kidnapping Kairi, revealing her location to Sora. He reveals that he did it because he wanted to see Roxas again, but admits that Sora makes him feel the same way Roxas did, like he had a heart. With his final moments, Axel opens a portal to the
Hey, Moo, Briar. How much, Yaoi fanfic is there of this game? Just out of curiosity. How much Yaoi fanfic is there?
The organization's world, the world that never was. After arriving, Roxas awakens inside of Sora, and transports him to the depths of his heart. There, the two do battle, with Sora eventually besting Roxas. Roxas asks Sora why Axel chose to save Sora instead of transforming him into a Heartless to bring Roxas back before departing. Back in the real world,
like at this point, I pair the guys more than I pair Sora with, what's her face, Kairi? Like that relationship is going nowhere, but I mean, all the guys seem to be getting along real damn well.
Sora, Donald, and Goofy meet up with Mickey, and the group make their way to the organization's stronghold, the castle that never was, where the new Kingdom Hearts is nearly complete. Inside, Kairi is freed from her captivity by Naminé, who opens a corridor of darkness she uses to escape. The two are confronted by Saïx again, but are saved by a cloaked figure who turns out to be Riku, still resembling Xehanort's Heartless. Sora and his friends reach the castle, and Mickey runs ahead to meet with Diz as Sora fights his way through. Saïx eventually corners them and sicks a swarm of Heartless on them, while Maleficent and her lackey Pete take the opportunity to invade the castle. Sora fights through the Heartless, eventually making his way to the upper level where he finally reunites with Kairi and Riku. The group make their way through the castle, defeating several organization members along the way, including Saïx. There, Riku reveals to Sora the truth about his and Roxas's connection, informing him that Roxas is now within him. They reach Diz, now unmasked as Ansem the Wise once again, along with Mickey, who are trying to seal the new Kingdom Hearts using an encoding device. The machine begins to overload, however, just as Xemnas arrives. Xemnas and Ansem argue over who is at fault for the destruction of so many worlds, leading Ansem to regretfully admit his hand in the events. Getting closer to overloading, Ansem apologizes to Roxas for what he put him through, hoping the message reaches him through Sora. The machine then explodes, and Ansem vanishes. The explosion purifies Riku and returns him to his true appearance, but also damages the new Kingdom Hearts, unleashing a giant.
Why? Why? Like, why does it purify him? What?
Giant wave of Heartless, which Maleficent and Pete hold off, allowing everyone else to give chase to Xemnas.
Also, why are Maleficent and Pete suddenly good guys?
At the very top of the castle, they find Xemnas, and Sora fights and ultimately defeats him. Xemnas escapes through a door that opened along with his Kingdom Hearts, and Sora and his friends enter it to pursue, eventually reaching him in his fortress. Sora and Riku defeat him once again, and he fades away. Everyone then leaves through a corridor of darkness, but before Sora, Kairi, and Riku are able to, Naminé and Roxas appear. Roxas and Naminé come to peace about becoming one with their respective others again, knowing that as long as Sora and Kairi are together, they can be together as well. Naminé merges with Kairi, and Roxas finally merges with Sora. Kairi leads the group through the corridor, but before Sora and Riku can enter it, it suddenly closes and Xemnas appears once again. Together, Riku and Sora are able to ultimately destroy Xemnas and Organization 13 in turn, and escape to the edge of the Realm of Darkness at a beach. There, they briefly rest before a message in a bottle from Kairi washes up. After Sora reads it, the door to light opens, and Riku and Sora run through, sending them back to Destiny Islands. There, they are reunited.
Why? Why do all the Deus Ex Machinas keep happening? I'm not mad, I just want an explanation. Hold on, I just want to see something. Okay, so just to put this in perspective, we've gone through Kingdom Hearts X, which was the mobile game. I think this is just some random stuff. Birth by Sleep, which was PSP. Kingdom Hearts 1, which was PlayStation. 358 by 2 days, which I think was 3DS. Chain of Memories, which was DS. You're thinking way too hard. Look, Nico, we're just looking through Kingdom Hearts lore. Kingdom Hearts 358 by 2 days. Kingdom Hearts 2 was what? PlayStation 2? And I don't know what Kingdom Hearts coded
Goofy,
is.
Mickey, and Kairi. Upon reuniting, Roxas and Naminé are able to connect once more. Afterwards, Jiminy Cricket, who had been chronicling Sora's adventures in his journals, finds that one he had written for their first journey is now completely blank. Instead, all that remains in the journal is the phrase, "Thank Naminé," which he had wrote himself as a reminder, knowing he would lose all memory of her after their ordeal in Castle Oblivion. In his investigation into this line, he finds another that he didn't write. "Their hurting will be mended when you return to end it." To solve the mystery of this message, Mickey digitizes the content of the two journals and sends a virtual version of Sora, called Data Sora, to a digital Destiny Islands to relive the journal, Sora's Journeys, and find out who the hurting are. After carrying out the events, Data Sora meets a cloaked figure who turns out to be a Data version of Roxas, whom Data Sora does not recognize. Data Roxas helps Data Sora open a door which he proceeds through to meet Data Naminé. She reveals to Data Sora that his real-life counterpart is the key that connects everything due to his connections with herself, Roxas, Axel, and Xion. She also tells Data Sora about Terra, Ventus, and Aqua, who are tied to Sora's heart. It is these 7 figures that real-life Sora must save from their hurting. Data Sora thanks Data Namine, who then erases herself from the notebook. Meanwhile, Mickey meets with Yen Sid, and they discuss finding Ventus, Terra, and Aqua. Mickey says that they may be closer to knowing the location of Ventus's heart, leading Yen Sid to explain that now they only have to find Terra, revealing that the two are aware Aqua is somewhere in the realm of darkness. Yen Sid also reveals to Mickey that since both Xehanort's Heartless and Nobody have been destroyed by Sora and Riku, his heart and body can now merge to reconstruct his original form, Master Xehanort. Yen Sid proclaims that this threat is far too strong for only one Keyblade Master, and orders Mickey to summon Sora and Riku to undertake the Mark of Mastery, the final test for those strong of heart to become Keyblade Masters. Mickey then writes a letter to Sora of what he has learned and tells him to bring Riku to meet with him and Yen Sid. He sends the message in a bottle to Destiny Islands, where it washes on shore and is read by Sora, Riku, and Kairi.
Can I just say that sending messages by bottle sounds like the most inefficient way of delivering letters that I've ever heard of. You just toss it into the sea and you're like, oh, they'll eventually get there, maybe like 3 years from now.
In the realm of darkness, Aqua, still trapped there, finds Ansem the Wise, who had been transported there after the explosion caused by his trying to seal Kingdom Hearts. He reveals to her that his memories are starting to fade, but tells her about a boy he met at least a year ago with a Keyblade who has twice saved the world from darkness. She asks if the boy's name is Terra or Ventus, but Ansem replies that it is neither. He then reveals that he had hid his research within the boy while his memories were being repaired, and that he hopes the boy will one day use this knowledge to open the door to save him and those that are connected to his heart. Aqua asks the boy's name, and Ansem reveals to her that it is Sora. On Radiant Garden, in Ansem's lab, the members of Organization 13 are revived in their original human form due to their Nobodies and Heartless being destroyed. Members Dylan, Evan, Alias, Ienzo, and Lee, who is Axel's human form, notice that members Bragg and Isa, Sayex's human form, are missing. They retain the memories of their Nobody forms, but hold no grudge against Sora and Riku. Lee specifically remembers Axel promising Roxas and Xion to always be there to bring them back. Lee discusses with Ienzo where Bragg and Isa might be, and Ienzo informs Lee that when a person is reformed, they will awaken on the world in which they lost their heart in the first place, unless it has been destroyed, in which case they will awaken and travel.
Sayex went from a nice looking, very cute to... No, sorry. Sayex went from like rough, scarred, and kind of like essentially like daddy energy to nice researcher, sweet, pretty boy. What is that? Well, I see the only one who changes.
Town. Lee remembers that Bragg and Isa were in Radiant Garden when they became Nobodies, so he leaves to go search for them. Meanwhile, Sora and Riku appear before Yen Sid, who begins their Mark of Mastery exam. The trial sees the two to visit various worlds that have been restored from the Heartless's attack after their first journey, but have remained in a state of deep sleep that disconnects them from other worlds. Sora and Riku must awaken the worlds and return them to the Realm of Light by unlocking the 7 keyholes they find on these worlds. Should they do this, they will obtain the power required to defeat Xehanort and be named Keyblade Masters. They are then sent back in time to Destiny Islands to enter the Realm of Sleep along with the world. Sora dives into the dreams of the worlds, but Riku unknowingly dives into Sora's dreams instead, becoming a Dream Eater and protecting him from his nightmares. While Sora and Riku are away on their exam, Mickey gets a letter informing him that Minnie has been kidnapped by Maleficent and Pete, and he, Donald, and Goofy set off to Disney Castle to rescue her. Once there, Maleficent demands access to the data worlds Mickey created when he digitized Jiminy's journal. Mickey refuses, and a corridor of darkness opens in which Lee's chakrams fly through, blocking Maleficent's attack and causing her and Pete to scramble away. Lee emerges from the corridor, and Mickey recognizes him as Axel. Lee corrects him before the four of them return to the mysterious castle to speak to Yen Sid. There, Lee requests that Yen Sid give him the ability to wield a Keyblade. Yen Sid warns him that this path will not be easy, but Lee persists and is trained by Merlin the Wizard and the 3 good fairies, who use their magic to shorten the training period. In the Sleeping Worlds, Sora and Roxas encounter both Xehanort's Heartless and Nobody along with a mysterious young man. After they seal all 7 keyholes, Sora is transported back to the real world and to the world that never was. There, Sora finds that Bragg has once again become his Nobody, Xigbar. The mysterious young man appears once again and places Sora into a deep sleep. Inside this dream, the young man reveals himself to be a young Master Xehanort, and he reveals to Sora his ability to travel through time. Sora travels deeper and deeper into his own dreams, trying desperately to make it to the castle. However, along the way, he is haunted by visions of Naminé, Roxas, Xion, Terra, Aqua, and Ventus, each weakening his heart. Upon reaching the castle, Sora finds both Xemnas and Xigbar, who explain that the young Xehanort has been using his time-traveling ability to gather various incarnations of Xehanort to create a new, real Organization 13. This was the original plan for the organization, to create empty husks that Xehanort could turn into himself by placing within them a fragment of his own heart. However, due to the independence of such members as Axel, Roxas, Xion, and others, this plan eventually failed. Xigbar reveals that he is already half Xehanort, revealing that the current members of the real Organization 13 are Master Xehanort, Young Xehanort, Xehanort's Heartless, Xemnas, and Xigbar. It is also revealed that many nobodies were able to grow hearts of their own, including Axel, Roxas, Naminé, and Xion. Xemnas and Xigbar attempt to turn Sora into one of Xehanort's vessels, but he refuses and does battle with Xemnas. Although he is victorious, the battle does too much damage to his heart, and he falls into a comatose state, and young Xehanort brings him into the castle. There, Sora falls into the darkness, but in order to protect him from being swallowed whole by it, Ventus's heart emerges from Sora and envelops him in Ventus's Keyblade armor. Meanwhile, Riku, after sealing the 7 keyholes, also finds himself inside the world that never was, but inside Sora's dreams. There, he finds Sora's unconscious body floating within a force field since young Xehanort had dragged him into his own dreams. Suddenly, a shadowed being emerges from Sora's nightmare, and Riku defeats it, only to be dragged into the darkness by a still lingering Xehanort's Heartless. Xehanort's Heartless reveals to Riku that he is a Dream Eater, destroying Sora's nightmares along their exam. Xehanort's Heartless attempts to take over Riku's body once again, but Riku is reminded of his initial meeting with Terra as a child, and elects to consume his inner darkness and return it to light. The two battle once again, and Riku prevails, returning out of Sora's dreams into the real world. He makes his way to the castle's throne room, where he finds Sora still asleep. Young Xehanort appears and reveals that Sora will be used as his new 13th vessel, since using Riku and Roxas has both failed in the past. Young Xehanort reveals the other versions of Xehanort to Riku, including a newly revived Master Xehanort. Mickey arrives in an attempt to save Riku and Sora, but is stopped by young Xehanort, whom Master Xehanort has put his consciousness within, allowing him to draw his Keyblade and do battle with Riku. Riku is victorious, but in the time the battle took place, Master Xehanort was fully revived. Xehanort reveals his ultimate goal to create the 13 darknesses to battle the 7 lights to recreate the X-Blade and restart the Keyblade War. Suddenly, Xehanort's Heartless and Xemnas grab Riku and Mickey to restrain them, and Master Xehanort attempts to place a fragment of his heart into Sora. At the last moment, however, Lee appears to protect Sora and block the fragment. Xehanort sends another member of the organization after Lee, which turns out to be Saïx, Isa's nobody. Lee is able to dodge him, and Xehanort summons a powerful Heartless to defeat the group. Donald and Goofy are able to arrive and defeat it, however, and Master Xehanort retreats with his organization, vowing that this is only a temporary setback and that his plan will succeed. The group return to Yen Sid at the mysterious tower with Sora's body and inform him of Master Xehanort's current scheme. In order to awaken Sora, Riku must use the power he obtained by sealing the 7 keyholes to dive inside Sora's body to reassemble his broken heart. Inside, Riku does battle with Sora, inside Ventus's Keyblade armor, which has been corrupted by a nightmare. This frees Sora, but he disappears, causing Riku to use Sora's Keyblade to enter a version of Destiny Islands. Here, Riku meets with what appears to be Roxas, Ventus, and Xion before finally meeting with a data projection of Ansem the Wise. This projection reveals that Riku is actually accessing the research data that the real Ansem had hidden inside Sora while his memories were being restored. Ansem tells Riku about Sora's ability to connect with others' hearts, and that this ability, along with the data contained in a bottle given to Riku, might be able to bring back those who have been lost. Ansem finally reveals that by defeating the Nightmare and his subsequent interactions with Roxas, Ventus, and Xion, Riku was able to awaken Sora in the real world. Riku returns to find and awaken Sora, celebrating the end of the exam. Yen Sid reveals the results that while both Riku and Sora performed admirably, only Riku was declared a Keyblade Master as Sora failed by falling to the darkness. Lee then surprised.
So is there any point in being declared a Keyblade Master? It doesn't seem like it gives you anything. Is it just a title? It's just like the whole like, hey, you get to be a magical knight. And now it's just like, hey, promotions. Currently, no, not at all. Oh, okay, so there's actually no point to this. It's literally just Yen Sid being a dick.
Surprises the group by exclaiming that he will be the next to attempt the Mark of Mastery. He then summons his Keyblade for the first time. Sora then travels back to the sleeping Traverse Town to visit his Dream Eaters. Elsewhere in Castle Oblivion, a still resting Ventus smiles as a result of Sora's happiness. Back inside the tower, Yen, Sid, and Mickey discuss the history of the Keyblade War and the X-Blade, and conclude that the 7 Princesses of Heart must be protected by 7 Guardians strong enough to stand against the 13 Darknesses. Mickey surmises that they then need one more Guardian, just as Riku appears, who has brought a guest that Yen Sid had called for. Yen Sid reveals that this person can also wield a Keyblade, and to Riku and Mickey's surprise, this person is Kairi. Yen Sid then reveals that in order to protect the 7 Princesses, they must rescue Ventus, Terra...
The graphics upgrade just instantly, boom, better.
and Aqua. Ventus is safely hidden away by Aqua, but she is still lost in the realm of darkness. Mickey retells his last experiences with Aqua, revealing that she had sacrificed herself to save Riku. Riku is upset at this information being kept from him, but is then informed by Yen Sid that it had to be hidden until a safe means of entering the realm of darkness was discovered. He then informs them that this means has been discovered, and Riku and Mickey are given protective garments by the 3 good fairies. Merlin is also tasked with training Kairi and Lee, and they all leave to begin their assignments. Shortly after, Sora returns to the tower to reunite with Goofy, Donald, and Yen Sid. Sora is then informed that by nearly becoming Xehanort's vessel, Sora has been stripped of many of his powers and abilities. Yen Sid
That is a very convenient explanation for why you end up at level 1 again.
then reveals that the data Ansem the Wise gave to Riku is currently being analyzed by Chip and Dale. Sora is finally tasked with regaining his strength and learning the power of waking lost hearts that he was to learn during his Mark of Mastery. Yen Sid suggests that Sora visit another hero who had once lost and regained his strength, reminding him of Hercules, and he leaves, along with Donald and Goofy, to visit him on Olympus Coliseum. Later, Sora realizes that the lanes between the worlds have been closed, but Goofy remembers Yen Sid saying, "May your heart be your guiding key." Sora then uses his heart to summon a gate to Olympus Coliseum, and the 3 blast off in their ship, leading us to Kingdom Hearts 3. Hey everybody, thank you so much for watching.
So did that make sense to anybody here? Did anybody here sit here and go, yes, I understand all of that? I am so lost. Kingdom Hearts 3 story summary. Oh, here, 12 minutes. This might do. Does anybody here care about spoilers for Kingdom Hearts 3? Tell me now or else I'm going to watch this video. Because holy shit, I am so confused. I've known it, understood it. Bullshit, Nico. Bullshit, you understand it. All right, Kingdom Hearts 3. Let's see what this is about.
You should probably watch my other video first, covering everything up to this point. Alright, then let's do this. Kingdom Hearts 3. Last we saw Sora, he was getting told by Yen Sid to get good. His main task is to relearn the power of waking, which will allow him to help those jumbled up hearts inside of him in Angelia's jam once and for all. I guess that's technically what he did with Kairi's heart back in Kingdom Hearts 1, but with the power of waking, he shouldn't have to poke his soft underbelly and turn into a bug. Yen Sid gives everybody who matters new clothing and sends them off.
Oh, also be on the lookout for Keyblade.
Wait. Was that a diss on Donald? Hold on.
Hearts 1, but with the power of waking, he shouldn't have to poke his soft underbelly and turn into a bug. Yen Sid gives everybody who matters new clothing and sends them
just
off.
Sora, okay.
Also be on the lookout for Keyblade wielders. We need like 2 more to get to 7,
he says. Sora, Donald, and Goofy fly through a bunch of completely arbitrary Disney worlds that once again do not matter in the slightest, and Sora learns absolutely nothing about the power of waking. Jack Sparrow is actually a bunch of crabs in a trench coat, and Rex from Toy Story is obsessed with this hot new video game you wish you were playing instead called Verum Rex. Wait, is he obsessed with it because he thinks it's about him? Oh, and you can make Olaf. Also, Maleficent and Pete are back, and they're looking for a box. They don't find it. Pat-a-pat, aw. Along the way, we're reintroduced to the real Organization 13 and learn who the rest of the members are. Disappointingly, they're all characters we already know. Boo! In addition to the Norts we saw in Dream Drop Distance, there's Larxene, Marluxia, Luxord, Vexen, and Demyx. But now they all have yellow eyes. Yo-oh!
Wait, why is one of them like much hotter than the others?
Also joining the gang is Vanitas from Birth by Sleep and Dark Riku, a time-traveling replica Riku from Chain of Memories. This is a different Riku than the replica Riku we met in Castle Oblivion, and we know this because that replica Riku is hanging out inside of the original Riku like a teenager loitering outside of 7-Eleven. There's also a hand-wavy explanation as to why Ansem and Xemnas blowing up revived old man Xehanort instead of Terranort, but don't worry about it because Terranort is back too, and there's even another hooded figure we'll get to later. This is way more than 13? There's too many hooded figures in this game. Some of the other former members of Organization 13 decided to be good and stay as somebodies. They hang out back at Ansem the Wise's place and dig through his stuff and find his naughty magazines. They text Sora old memes sometimes. The somebodies figure out what we learned like 3 games ago.
I actually
Sora has
vaguely
all these
remember
hearts
this.
jellying up his jam. Sora's like, I don't know if any of them even technically count as people, but we gotta help them out. He sets out to free Roxas because, ew, girls are icky. But he runs into a problem. For one, Roxas doesn't have a body anymore. And for two, Sora doesn't know how to release Roxas's heart. Wait, hold up. Since when do nobodies have hearts? I thought the whole point was that they're a shell without a heart. You know what? I have no more fight left in me. It's fine. Wrong is hooded, this plot is convoluted. Roxas's friends show up and are like, hey, we don't remember Roxas because we were only friends with him inside a computer. And Sora's like, oh yeah, there should be a copy of his heart in the computer. But they don't know Ansem's password. Beep, boop, sad toot. Meanwhile, Riku and Mickey are so bad at rescuing Aqua that she turns into anti-Aqua. Which is actually fine because, I mean, she's rocking it. Mickey goes, what happened? And she's like, I was trapped here for 10 years and turned evil and got this sweet outfit. What took you so long? And Riku's like, I couldn't find my big car, my bad, lol. Sora pops out of a portal and helps his boyfriend Riku beat up Darkwa with the power of the Gay Blade TM. They unlock Aqua's face so hard she turns good again. Why? They zip over to Castle Oblivion and Aqua turns it back into the land of departure and they find Sleepy Ventus right where she left him having a big ol' nap. Sora tries to use the power of waking, but Vanitas pops up and attacks Aqua. He's like, heh heh, and she's like, oh no. Suddenly, Sora learns the actual power of waking because, you know, they had an opportunity to make the Disney worlds relevant, but no, you know what, now is fine, this'll do. Ventus's heart poots out of Sora and into Ventus, and Ventus wakes up. He jumps in front of Vanitas and goes, remember me? And Vanitas goes,
Oh, that's cute, because that's what I said in Birth by Sleep when
and Ventus bops him on the noggin.
Ow.
Did you toot? Elsewhere, Vexen grabs Demyx and is like, wait, I forgot Xehanort isn't even a real goth. Let's bounce. What do you mean? You willingly came back and let yourself get Norded. I'm a double agent. I'm working for Ansem the Wise. Let's go. And on their way out, they steal an empty replica body for Roxas. For later. Oh, and Ansem the Wise is totally fine and wandering about in the background, but he barely does anything, so don't worry about him. Back at Yen Sid's place, the 7 Guardians of Light are finally assembled. Sora, Riku, Mickey, Aqua, and Ventus are joined by Kairi and Lee, who spent 10 hyperbolic time chamber minutes in Merlin's moon bounce, so they're totally trained and up to the task. Yen Sid goes,
Son of a Disney, is this really the best we have? Okay, y'all ready to fight Xehanort?
Wait, Mr. Yen Sid,
says Goofy.
If the 7 and the 13 fight each other, then that'll summon the Keyblade, right?
Yes, what's your point?
So if we don't fight them, then Xehanort can never win.
Wow, Goofy, you're as smart as you are handsome. But if we refuse to fight, Xehanort will just use the 7 princesses of Heart instead.
Turnips, cries Sora. I won't stand by and let Nordy Nort hurt Jasmine and Belle and Snow White and...
No, actually, we're done with those princesses. It's all about Frozen and Tangled now.
But what happened to...
It's all about Tangled and Frozen. It may be, Moana. Eventually. Now go, appease our shareholders and fight that Xehanort.
So the 7 Guardians of Light and Donald and Goofy take the battle bus to the Keyblade graveyard.
Ooh,
they battle against the trillion billion Heartless, and Sora defeats them with a choo-choo train. But then Terranort shows up and kills everybody. Oopsie poopsie. Sora wakes up dead in the final world and puts his soul back together by running through an Escher painting and high-fiving himself a lot. He brings everyone back to life and they fight another wave of a trillion billion Heartless. But this time they...
Wait. How does he bring them back a lot? What?
Summon the power of Union Cross and surf on a wave of Keyblades, and the ghost of this guy without pointy anime hair winks at Sora. See? A Called it. Yen Sid, tired of everyone's incompetence, blasts down from orbit and makes a path through the Heartless.
Moses, Moses, I'm doing a Moses!
He yells. Finally, after countless games and years upon years of waiting, we have our 7 and our 13 face off against each other. And it's all tense and quiet, and a tumbleweed rolls past. But Xehanort goes,
Lol, nope, poof, here's a maze.
Sora works his way through Xehanort's last-minute corn maze of cheap suspense and takes out some organization members.
Okay, okay, hold on. There, is that better, Moo? That's on just chatting.
He helps turn Terra Nort back into Terra, and Replica Riku kills Dark Riku while Riku watches. And Sora goes, check please. The final hooded member is revealed to be Xion, and she's evil again. But off screen, Ansem the Wise was able to log into his computer after finding his password underneath the keyboard and put Roxas's Digi heart into the replica body, and so Roxas enters the fight. Xion goes, wait, nope, I got my heart back from Sora. Thanks, Sora, I'm good again. And he's like, when did that happen? Whoa! All the while, each fight is bringing Xehanort one shard closer to the Keyblade. Kairi, for the first time ever, is about to do a thing, but before she can, she gets kidnapped. Oh, how convenient.
What?
Maybe next time, Kairi. Maybe next time. Sora's like, heck, I'm not gonna fight and let you summon the Keyblade. I throw down my sword. But Xehanort goes,
oh yeah, what if I do this?
Psh, okay, sure. Threaten someone I don't even know.
This is Kairi. From Destiny Islands?
I think I know what Riku looks like.
Pinty girded, your friend is now murdered.
And he kills Kairi. Wait, I think I remember who she is now. No! In a frenzy, Sora defeats the last Norts, allowing Xehanort to summon the Keyblade.
I made this.
Oh yeah, that was the thing I wasn't supposed to do. Whoops, he says.
Now I'll summon Kingdom Hearts and make it purple and drippy,
says Xehanort. Duck noises, says Donald. Yuck, says Goofy. Or at least he should have. Mickey, realizing he should probably do something of note in this game, stops time and pulls Sora aside.
Hey, so it turns out that most of the organization members you killed were traveling through time, which is why they were back even though you defeated them before. And Xehanort is the portal that lets them do that.
That makes every amount of sense. Thank you, Mickey-senpai.
Oh no, is that a wave of Heartless I see?
Stops it. So they dive into the portal that is Xehanort and wind up in Scala ad Caelum, the stairway to
Blade
the
Runner,
sky,
I don't
and
know.
prepare for
I
their
have no
final,
idea, man.
Ultimate, you better believe it's gonna be epic, anime showdown. Sora believes in himself, Xehanort turns into a ghost.
I just want to say, in the actual game, this was the only fight that I had any issues with. Like, every other fight other than this fight, I just destroyed, murdered, didn't even lose any health. And then I got to this fight, and I lost like twice. And like, the difficulty spike was insane.
And the player mashes L2 a lot, trying to select the right... Damn it! Well, at least someone turned into a boat. At last, Xehanort is defeated.
Darn grummit, my plan was awesome. Everyone was gonna be all like, oh, Xehanort, you're so cool.
But you're not so cool, old friend. Everyone gasps with astonishment because it's the ghost of Ericus present. Yeah, this is one detail I probably should have mentioned in the last video. When Ericus died in Birth by Sleep, his little soul particles got caught in Terra's hair, and he's been quietly hanging out inside of Terra this whole time. Xehanort goes,
heck, I guess you're right. I quit. Let's go get some sushi.
Ericus and Xehanort hold hands and fly off into space, and there goes any chance we had at catharsis, okay?
I forgot about that. Legitly, you're about to kill the big bad of the series. You're about to say, yes, it's all over. And then the goddamn ghost comes out of Terra. Just goes, all right, we're going to go off to heaven. Because apparently that's a thing.
Okay, cool, this is super underwhelming. Sora picks up the Keyblade and swoorshes everything back to normal, and everyone's like, hooray! Lee is chilling with Roxas and Shion, Aqua's hanging out with Ventus and Terra, none of whom have aged in 10 years, okay? And Sora goes to Riku and is like, well, spit me out like the pit of a palpu fruit. I can't believe we all made it back in one piece. And Riku goes,
You do remember Kairi died, right?
oh yeah, but if I bring her heart back, I'll be lost forever.
Where does it say that?
It says right here in my dramatic endings for Dingus's book that I ate for lunch. So Sora brings Kairi back to life and fades away. Later, nerd.
Yeah, I still don't get this. I don't understand why that works or what.
And just then, Namine walks over and starts breakdancing. Ow! Meanwhile, Pete and Maleficent actually find the box they've been searching for this whole time, and it turns out to be the Master of Masters box from Union Cross. Remember that one right there? A hooded figure arrives and summons 4 of the 5 foretellers. They're like, sup, Luciu, the other apprentice from Union Cross whose face we've never seen. You were right here in the lineup. Yep, that's you. Why have you portaled us here to the future? Also, we're missing Snake Girl or Rabbit Girl or whatever. And Luciu takes off their hood and reveals that
I say this ending. At least Mass Effect 3 gave us an ending. This one's just like, hey, so this is an ending, but not really.
themselves to be Zigbar. They apparently didn't die earlier and are Luciu. Zigbar, or Luciu, is like, whoops, looks like Xehanort's out of the picture and I'm the villain now. Hornga's hens, the ride never ends, hee hee hee. And then Sora wakes up in Tokyo and the guy from Verum Rex is there. Yes, the guy from the fictional game Rex was obsessed with. I do not know. Don't look at me. And that's it for Kingdom Hearts 3. Or is it? Might be. Most of Kingdom Hearts 3 took place in an alternate timeline dreamscape, and there's actually some semi-decent evidence to back that up. I don't know. There's a link in the description to the theory, and it makes me mad that it's plausible. You can also click here and watch Gam read the theory to me while I work on this video that you're watching. Good night, everybody. See you.
That is a 6-hour video for the explanation. What? Hold on. Hold on. Link to the sleeping theory, realm theory. Hold on. Hold on. How long? I don't know if you can see this. This is 488 pages. This is 488 pages. What? Oh my god. Am I having fun? I'm not gonna lie, I'm mostly like just mind boggled. Holy shit. Alright. What? Those are happy sounds? Yeah, sure. Sure, happy sounds, of course. Somebody sat down and wrote this. Compiled all the images, which meant they had to go through all the games to put this all together. Wrote all this out. Holy mother of God. There are fans, and then there are dedicated fans. Holy shit. John makes partner who'll read all 488 pages? Yeah, sure. Why not? Yeah, that's never going to happen. So sure, why not? We make partner, we read all 488 pages. Oh, God, my brain hurts just looking at this. All right, before I close off stream, let me double check my placement. Okay, we're safe. Okay. And on that note, thank you for joining me on this adventure? I don't even know what to call this. It's how does Kingdom Hearts plotline feels like they wrote out. Feels like, okay, they had the first game, right? They're like, okay, we're going to write this amazing game. It's a collab with Disney. because it's a collab between Disney and Square Enix, the two companies known the most for never, ever, ever letting anyone touch their IPs. This is going to be a one-shot. We got one chance to make a game. We're just going to make it the most simplest story ever. Light is the good guys, bad is the darkness, and we're just going to go off of that. And then it got so popular that Disney and Square Enix came to us and said, hey, so we made a lot of money off of that game. We want to make a second one. And then the writer was like, I did not plan on this. Well, okay, so we have a second game. The second game needs to be better than the first, which means I need to make it more epic, more twisty. I need to bring in all of these cool elements. And he wrote himself into a corner. He's like, oh shit. All right, what do I do? I didn't plan on having to write any more than a single game. I'll go back. I'll retcon some stuff. I will do some rewriting. And we'll let everything kind of come together. And that's how we got Kingdom Hearts 3. That's kind of what this feels like. It feels like a writer desperately trying to write himself out of the plot holes that he made himself. What is this? Holy shit. They may not make sense, but they're fun. I'm gonna be real. I was bored out of my mind for Kingdom Hearts 3. Maybe, yes, it's because I didn't play the first two, but I was bored out of my mind. Like, I had never played a game I disliked. Well, actually, I take that back. I had never played a more right in the middle of the lane game. There was nothing interesting about it for me. Regardless. We're gonna take it easy today and go visit Scary Pastry, who's a ghost donut VTuber. If nothing else, they're damn unique and funny and hilarious to listen to, so let's go say hi. Actually, wait. I take that back. Blue Awning is online right now. If you don't know, Blue Awning is a very, very old member of the community. Like, he and I first met each other long before I began VTubing, back when I was still doing live camming. And I need to go say hi. He hasn't been back in a very long time. I gotta go say hi. So, we're gonna go say hi to Blue. Please drop Blue a follow once we get there. Blue is a very chill streamer. He's very much like someone who knows how to hit with good one-liners, knows how to constantly entertain the community, and he's very, very good at engaging and keeping you really engaged in the stream. Yeah, I did live cam at one point, way before I was a VTuber, and then I switched to PNG, and then after that, VTubing. All right, y'all take care. We're going to be back on Wednesday for Phasmo with Kamini, Karn, and Cloud. So, we'll head over there. Fansly or OnlyFans? I did want to create a Fansly because I wanted to stream adult games, but the wife asked that I did not. So, no Fansly for us, unfortunately. I'm sorry. Unless you all are able to convince her somehow that we want to see John stream adult games. Do it. Someone write up a petition and then get signatures. All right. I'll see you all later, all right? Take care. See you on Wednesday. Bye-bye. I just wanted you to know that, you know how after you drink a bunch of water, you have to kind of like hold your pee and you gotta like store it all away. Just to let you know, a lobster's bladder is in its head. So when you eat the head, you're eating its bladder. Bye. Wait.